10.
Hey guys, it's Bridal Way, and I am here with Optic, Rainfall, WolfHarmony, and GeoWiz. We're finally starting this stream. Thank you all for joining us.
Hi!
Yeah, sure.
So to get us started, let's explain what this charity stream is about. I am going on a mission trip coming this Saturday. We are going to Mexicali, Mexico, and we'll be volunteering at VIFAC, which I don't know what it stands for. Pretty sure it's something in Spanish, but it is a care center for pregnant women. These women are single, and many of them do not have significant others or family members to rely on. So it is basically a shelter where they are getting back on their feet after going through either their first or multiple pregnancies. So we will be using this money to buy them products such as diapers, shampoo, etc., as well as help get them food and stuff for the shelter. That's basically what this will be going to. To donate, you can send it through my PayPal, which is in the description, and then I will send that money to the site for the mission trip afterwards. And anyone who donates $5 or more gets a custom-made vector of their OC. So, yes, send in those funds, and we will give you something in return. Hey guys, hello. I'm going to count everyone down who's here. Hello, Fizzy Dizzy Studios. Welcome. Hi, Nyan's Awesome World. Yay, Fluttershy, the Commuter Brony. Skull. Hey, Skull is our composer. Yep. Louis Cruz, Me Familia, Midnight Blue, Violin Sunrise, Nyrat's Awesome World. Did I say that already? Sorry. And Shooting Star. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Welcome, all of you.
Just to start, I'm going to show you this trailer from the center, just so you see what it's about, and then we will introduce ourselves. So let me share.
Ebony just joined.
Ebony joined? Yay!
Yes.
Hey, Ebony, how are you doing?
Hello? Can I be heard?
You can. Yes, you can.
We can hear you.
Okay. Yay.
Yay. Yay, we're so glad you were able to join us.
Yay, what did I miss?
Nothing. We actually haven't even introduced ourselves yet. I'm just talking about the charity right now.
Okay.
So I'm going to show this trailer that the charity made to promote it, and then we'll get into the really, really good stuff.
All right.
Sounds good. All right, guys. So this is in Spanish, but I have the subtitles clicked on, so you'll be able to read it. And here is VIFAC. Though I think the sound doesn't work for this.
Yeah, you gotta attach it to Google Hangouts.
Do you know how to do that?
Are you on a Windows? Yeah, you're on Windows. Are you?
Yeah, I'm on a Windows.
Yes.
Okay, because
we've been trying to do that for the last hour.
Mac. If you're in Windows, you can use like how did I do that? You can disconnect your microphone and you can just change the microphone to your whatever it's called on Windows, that is the output coming from your computer instead of input.
Oh, that's how. Yes.
Yeah, it's just that we can't hear your voice while we watch.
All right, but you'll be able to hear the video.
Yeah, we'll be able to hear the video.
Thank
All right.
goodness.
Hope that works.
We trying to do that for the last hour, and it's been obnoxious.
Because I've done like podcasts before, and people like open up OBS and stuff so they can do both at the same time.
Is it going? No?
I think so. I don't know.
Well, Well, first of all, the microphone's muted. I don't know how Windows works, so I can't really say what it's called, but I know that they have a word for it.
So
Unlike
you use
in-
a Mac.
Yeah, I use
Okay.
a Mac, so I have like extra steps.
I didn't know if it was actually using sound or not. I don't think it was.
Yeah, the microphone was muted or it wasn't connected at all to the whatever you assigned it
Weird.
to.
Oh, Windows.
Okay, so Eldonde said he will be in about 10 minutes. I told him, to send him our email through friend me or you on Discord or whatever, and send him their email,
Okay.
his email,
That's
so we
great.
can send him the Hangouts thing.
Sweet. All right. So, guys, I don't know how to work this video. We're going to figure this out for the animatic. But in the meantime, I'm posting it in the description so that you guys can see it.
Yeah. Okay.
That works. That works.
Okie dokie
Let me
dokie.
check stuff.
All right. While I'm doing this,
Please ignore my
everyone
camera, I'm just
can explain who they are. Hi, everyone. I'm Bridalway Studios. I am the creator of the audio drama Children of Harmony, which is a next-gen series on this channel. Yeah, from the show My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. And I also have made PMVs for the past 6 years. So, which are pony music videos, kind of a second form of animated music videos. Gio, go ahead. Explain who you are.
I am GeoWiz. I also make PMVs. I'm also voicing Metamorphosis on Broadway's COH, and I'm going to help with the PMV tutorial.
All right, Wolf, explain who you are.
Okay. Hi, I'm Wolf. I am an artist for the Children of Harmony series. And I also make PMVs, but not in the way they do. Okay, next.
Okay. My name's I'm Optic Rainfall. I'm the voice actor and the singer for Midnight Flare, but I've only just started on episode 2 at the well. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to say about that.
It's okay.
It's okay.
And also,
Bye.
I am also an artist as well.
He is.
Ooh.
Nice.
He is. That. Oh, Dane, what is it? The picture of me with the flowers
Yeah,
on the thumbnail.
on the banner.
Yeah, on the banner.
Oh,
Optic made that.
yours?
Yes.
Oh, that's so good.
Nice.
Huh.
Can I just say your voice is adorable?
Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
It is. It is a compliment.
Why wouldn't it be?
It's
And let
a
me just-
compliment.
And let me just say that picture that I drew is the best one that I've done.
Oh, I can tell. It's amazing.
Which picture would?
Right away with the flowers.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, but
Oh,
I
more
will
people
agree.
have joined.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Rose Petal VA. Welcome. Hey, Ashley H.
Ashley H.
Oh,
That's
hey,
great. Thank
I
you
know
for joining
you.
us.
I see you around.
Thank you
Oh,
so
thank you.
much.
Ebony.
Yes. Oh wait, is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay,
It's
sorry.
Ebony's
Hi guys. I'm mostly an artist. My name is Ebony, obviously. I'm mostly an artist, as in I do digital work and traditional work. But for now, I am a voice actor, and I am singing Rainbow Dash for the project of Children of Harmony. Hello.
Yes, and you will hear
I don't know what
her.
to say. There you go. It's
No,
really
that's
fast.
it. That's good. Her Rainbow Dash is amazing. Your Rainbow Dash is amazing.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, sorry, my internet's like really weird, so I'm gonna be like cutting off sometimes, probably.
It's okay. I'm at college Wi-Fi right now, so
Oh man,
yeah, we'll see how that goes.
goodness.
Hey, Megan. Megan is also a member of Children of Harmony. She draws, plays Silver Streak and Chrysalis, and she is the editor from episode 5 and onward, which is
Nice.
amazing.
I wish you could be
That's
here
cool.
on the stream.
I wish so too.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
We all
Yes,
miss
so
you,
Here in
Megan.
spirit.
It plays an important part.
Okay. Sorry, I'm blanking. It's been so long since I've slept.
It's natural to blink.
It's okay. Duh. Does anybody have any questions or questions for us? Anything about Children of Harmony?
Learn that now.
Anything in general? You do tell us, and we will
Someone's on.
get to them.
David.
Somebody has their phone.
Not mine.
That was mine. My mom was messaging me.
Oh, how sweet.
So,
Aw.
David is... Who's David?
Luck, Megan, with that. Thanks for joining us.
Hi.
Thank you, Rose. I will. I have a question. What inspired you to create COH? Ooh, I love that
That's a
question.
good question.
I have yet to be asked that question. Okay, so I've always been a fan of Next Generations. And I really liked the idea of MLP having a Next Generation. But with the exception of a few of them, I didn't really find many unique, interesting next gens for MLP. It was always Twilight has a daughter. Her daughter's always into magic. Her daughter looks like a cross between Flash and Twilight's like purple and orange.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
she hates friendship. And that was like usually the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
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 And so so I wanted to try my hand at, and unfortunately next gens weren't really that big. I think people are more into them now, but when I originally came up with the idea, they weren't a big fan of them, and they weren't a fan of OCs because they thought that if you made an OC, it would automatically be terrible because it doesn't have the depth the show does. So I took that as a challenge, and I decided to try to create a series and a cast of original characters that could be as deep, hopefully, as what they make in the show. And that's where Children of Harmony came from. And the fact that Summer Sweet, a character who is not one of the main six's children, is the main character, that's something I really wanted to try as well. I wanted to do something kind of beyond the main six. That's what the whole series is about. It's not just, you don't just have to be part of the main six to really have a place in the show. So yeah, that's where it came from.
I think that was well said,
Thank you.
especially the last part.
And David is Eldonde. Just to
Deep.
that.
Very good answer. Thanks. I've kind of recited that for a long time. I've been waiting for someone to ask me that question.
Eldonde. Eldonde is David. That's his
Oh,
real name.
Eldonde!
Yeah.
Hey!
Yes, it's Eldonde.
I'm sorry. I
He
didn't
said
know.
he's here, and I'm trying to get him to send. I'm doing stuff on Discord, trying to tell him to send me his email so we can send him on Hangouts.
Awesome. What is the hardest part of keeping a series going? Is it communication? Yes. yes. In any long-term project, communication is vital, but it can be very hard if people are not on the same page or they're not getting in contact with you. These guys are great. And not just these guys, but these guys are great. They always get in contact with me. We've had instances. Thank you so much, Ashley, for your donation. It is very much appreciated.
Thanks,
Thanks, Ashley.
Are you friended with Eldonde, by the way?
Am I friends with Ashley?
No, Eldonde. Are you friends with him on Discord already?
I think I have his contact. Yes.
Oh, okay. Because he said I got to it through Bradaway.
Oh, okay.
Did you send him the Hangouts thing, or?
Yeah, I did.
Hey guys, do we have a Discord server? Because we should make one.
Is that Wolf? We kind of do. I
no.
like Discord, and I've been wanting to start a real Discord group, but I know how hard it is to like move everything over to another platform. So if everybody's down for it, I'm willing to make a Discord group.
I'm down for
Absolutely.
it.
There's so much easier
Please
to
do.
say.
Oh my god.
Are there some of us in the Skype chat that don't have their Skype working, but you can still
I
contact
hate
them
Skype.
on Discord?
Yeah, that actually is true. That's a good point. Optic.
Very good point.
Sweet.
I
Okay.
know one. Should I mention her name?
It's fine. I don't think.
Kenzie VA.
Yeah.
I've heard. Yeah. Okay.
What is that? She doesn't have Skype anymore, and she
All
has Discord?
silent. Why are we all silent after that?
Bradaway, send him the Hangouts thing again.
Send it again.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think.
Yes. Am I still screen sharing? Oh my gosh, I need to stop. What's wrong with me?
I told him on Discord, it's on your Gmail. Bradaway said she sent it to you. I'll send it again. And he said on the our PMV one, he said I got to it through Bradaway. So like, I don't know what that means.
Can you get it now, Eldonde? I did it on your Foursquare account.
Wait, are we currently answering the current question?
No, we're not currently
Okay,
answering
Okay, because there's a new one. I was like, what?
Okay.
What on earth is a Foursquare account?
Let's see. We have a lot of questions here.
Oh boy.
Oh man, I wasn't even on the live stream. I have no idea how many things are
I have a
going
live stream open, just reading and stuff.
Some people have sent donations. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you.
This is amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much. What?
Nothing.
Your voice is so kawaii. Kawaii desu ne.
The voice crack.
How hard is it to pick actors and actresses, and how many people typically audition?
That's a good question.
Let's see. It is not hard. Well, no, I shouldn't say that.
It's very hard. Are you kidding me? You had me listen to like several casts when we first started this, for an hour straight, and it was insane.
Really? Damn.
Yeah. I helped cast people too.
Oh, cool.
He is our casting director. So
unofficially, not really. Not really. I wouldn't go that far, but I definitely helped you a lot with the casting.
You helped.
It depends who auditions. Sometimes we only get a few people. When we first started, Warrior Cat Cloudtail was mainly the only person that auditioned for Rainbow Dash. And I loved it as soon as
Mhm.
she submitted her audition. So she was
She's
in.
good.
But
She
then
is.
there are people
She really is.
Luna or Dandy that just had like 5 auditions that we would like have to keep going through over and over. So it does depend.
So it depends, but I honestly love it. I love it depending like whether we get a whole lot of auditions or whether we only get a few auditions. People are really good voice actors, and it is just super fun to hear them.
The recent casting call result really surprised me. There are people that I didn't know in the fandom, and that's what really surprised me.
Yeah,
they are so good.
That's the amazing thing too. I see a lot of projects or comic dubs or everything with the same known people in the fandom voice acting. But when I get auditions for COH, I see people that don't even have YouTube channels, and they are talented. Ooh. So I think that's one of the really cool things about COH is that we're not so well known that we're not that intimidating, hopefully, but that new people are willing to try out. And it turns out that there's a lot of skill beyond what the fandom knows. And Wolf, were you always an MLP fan? Because you're not the only member of what do you call it? The Warrior series that's on this project. No. Yeah, we have a lot of fans from the Warrior Cats books.
Warrior Cats is great.
I love Warrior Cats.
It's good. But yeah, I mean, I don't remember when I first got into the My Little Pony fandom, but it was actually like maybe 5 years ago. It was after I had watched I'm blanking on what the episode's called. It was the that one episode where Chrysalis actually made her first appearance, and we got an idea of who Cadence was.
Canterlot Wedding.
Yeah. And it was like, I always thought My Little Pony was like this kids show that was just like ponies being happy like all the time. But after seeing that episode, I was just like, oh dang, it's pretty dark too.
Yeah, and have you seen the comics?
Yeah, I've seen the comics. It's pretty dark.
I know, right? Wow, that person almost died.
Wow. But yeah, that was after that. I started watching it for the thrill of the action, and I started really connecting to the characters. And yeah,
that's great. That's actually a really good question just for all of us. How did we get into the MLP fandom?
Oh, I was there pretty much since the first episode. Bradley again roped me into watching another.
I dragged him.
Every time he drags me into watching some ridiculous kid series, and it usually sucks.
I guess I'll transition to that.
She made me watch Bratz when I was younger.
Oh,
it was awful.
Oh man! Oh man! I remember Bratz. Jesus.
I made some mistakes as a child. Oh boy. No, but I was a fan of MLP, even G3. I'm sorry, I said that.
No, it's all right.
No, it's not.
They're horrible now. Don't worry, we hate them all.
G3. Oh my god.
Back then, I liked G3. Back then,
I also liked G3.
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of 3.5. That was. Yeah.
Oh no, that was always.
3.5 was horrible. Oh my god.
3.5 was always terrible. It always
never touched that.
But I did like G1. And I still do like G1. But anyways, I was a fan of like all of the generations. And I went on Hasbro's site randomly one day because I was just like, oh, Hasbro has this MLP site and they're always updating things. And maybe they got past G3, G3.5. Maybe they have something better. So I looked it up and I saw that they had this promotion poster for G4 episode 1, full new series. And I was like, what? So of course I saved the date and I taped it when it came out and I watched the first episode when it premiered and it was good. And I was shocked that they were able to come up with something that good.
Yeah.
So that's how it happened. I was the fan since episode 1.
Nice.
Optic, how did you get into the fandom?
Okay, so it was in the middle of 2014. I was moving out of my house, so I didn't have any internet. So we watched TV, and it had shows that come from America, the Foxtel that the TV had. So, and I wondered, is that My Little Pony show still going on? And I checked for it, and it was there, and I started watching, and it was season 1, episode 2, and unfortunately, it wasn't episode 1. And yeah, since on that episode, I really liked it, and I kept watching until I think episode 6 episode 6. And then we had to move out of house, so I can't watch it anymore. And we didn't have internet for about maybe a month or 2. And when we had it back, I started watching it online, but I didn't watch the whole of season 1. I just somehow skipped to season 4, watching reactions. And yeah, I start to watch more of it. Season 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, crap.
What was that?
Yeah, okay. I dropped my mic. Okay, let me continue.
It was like, "Hi guys, I'm."
Yeah.
That's what it
So I
sounded like.
It sounded like you dropped your mic.
Yeah. Or somebody ate it or something.
Yeah.
So continuing, I continued to watch season 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, and
Cool.
and sometimes I kept repeating to watch an episode. And at the end of 2014, I've discovered the fandom, and I realize now that I was a brony.
Wow.
That's awesome. That's also
Yeah.
kind of deep.
Mm.
The way you said the last part was like, yeah, it resonated with my soul.
Okay, my mic's fixed.
I have one question.
Your mic
Was
okay?
it Ticketmaster or was it the second part of the pilot?
It was the second part of the pilot.
Second part of the pilot.
Yeah, unfortunately, though, I wish it was the first part.
Hey,
And-
Juliana. Hey, the
And it's-
Spin Doc.
It's really depressing because if I first watched it, I would be
Oh no.
so interested in it, and I would keep watching the show, like back then in 2010 or maybe 2011, because I'm from Australia and I don't know when it premiered.
You just got very echoey.
Yeah.
it did.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Echo.
Oh, I think somebody has their microphone also picking up the background. I just don't know where it's coming from.
I don't know either.
Neither do I.
I don't think it's me.
Oh my god, I can't believe I dropped my mic.
Oh, not again.
I don't think it has anything to do
Oh,
with
it's
you.
fixed
Don't
now.
worry.
Oh, it's fixed. That
Yeah,
was-
it is. You dropped your
Okay.
microphone and it fixed everything.
You know what? You know what? I give up. It was echoing for like an hour before we started
It
live
was.
streaming.
It was. I was so, and it wasn't just a common echo. It was doing it 4 times. Every word we said, it was doing it 4 times.
I
So
had
I
to
was-
restrain myself and say
I
hello.
was freaking out. I didn't know what I was gonna do. Yeah.
It was so annoying.
Gio has been handling my panic attacks for the past several hours. Oh boy. Skull's in the nice. Skull is our composer.
Oh, nice.
All right, who else wants to tell their story?
That's right. We heard Wolf. Ebony, do you want to explain how you got into the fandom?
Sure, it's really quick because it's actually similar to your story.
Okay.
Yeah, so I remember when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I religiously went on the TV to watch My Little Pony, the older generations, because they aired on like I don't know if it was Cartoon Network, but they aired episodes of My Little Pony, and I remember that they changed art style, and I would always remember like My Little Pony is a thing that always changes art style, and I remembered there was like a whole week where I realized, hey, they're not airing it on TV anymore. I wonder if they're making a new version with a different art style. So I googled My Little Pony to see if there's a newer version of it, and lo and behold, I saw there's a new version called Generation 4, and I watched all the episodes on YouTube and Dailymotion.
Sweet.
There we go. That's it. And I've been stuck ever since.
How surprised were you guys when you saw the design of ponies in Generation 4 compared to the other previous
I
generations?
was
So happy.
I'm not kidding you. The first episode, I legitimately hated it. I was like, "Why did you make me watch?" I was like, "Why did you make me watch this?" And then several episodes later, it was like, "Never mind." The original, it was so different from the ones we watched before that I was just like, they have weird eyes. What's with the weird eyes?
Not the eyes.
Oh yeah. Well, I liked it, and I drew everything as much as possible in the worst way ever.
Aw, don't be like that.
Then I got hooked by like episode 6 or something, and by the time the season 2 came out and they had the Discord episode, that was completely hooked. I was like,
Oh, Discord.
Yeah.
And sleeping in the middle of a summer. Discord.
Sorry. I realized if I harmonize, it won't be synced, so I was like,
Was that all of us? Is Eldonde still on the stream still?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we
Fine.
can hear you.
Anyway, yeah, so I got into it in season 2. Basically, I was in college and my friend wanted to show it to me. And I think it was, what was it? Read It and Weep was the first one I ever saw. And like I was like the one where Rainbow Dash, the Rainbow Dash is reading the first Daring Do book.
yeah, that's Read It and Weep.
Yeah. And I remember I was like kind of okay with it, but then later on, there was a few more episodes that started to get kind of funnier and funnier. But as someone else said, when I got into Canterlot Wedding, that was when I really started to really enjoy it. And I didn't really call myself a brony until first episode with the Crystal Empire of season 3. But then I kind of really got into it from there.
Sweet.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I had something, but I totally forgot it. What was I gonna say? Lost me. Oh, that right. Someone asked a question. I'm gonna leave this up to the artists. What did you guys think of the art style in the movie?
Oh, the My Little Pony movie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I kind of liked it. It just felt like very unique. I mean, there were some things about like the faces and like the movement that kind of bugged me, but overall, I thought it was kind of cute because it was different from the movie, but it didn't like. I don't think it strayed too far away from like the original series, like Gen 4. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I liked the backgrounds a lot more than the designs of the ponies.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
really good.
I like
True.
Even now,
Mhm.
if you find like the backgrounds on DeviantArt or something, they're just like really good.
They're gorgeous.
Oh, and they're improving over time. I remember I saw like somebody showed a screenshot or just like of Fluttershy's cottage, and they compared it from season 1 or 2 to season, I don't know, the most recent season we have, and it was like, wow, it's so pretty. The gradients are nice. The colors are, it's great.
That's cool.
It's nice.
I'm gonna have to look at that.
Favorite food for everybody.
Oh, why do people ask me this?
That's
Everything-
hard.
I'm with you. And that's an
I agree. Everything, like what? What do I say?
How about favorite dessert? How about we limit it?
Oh, come on, that's harder.
That's actually harder. It really is.
Oh man.
If I say seafood, we're probably, except me, everyone's going to say that they don't like it.
I like salmon.
Because we're ponies.
Thank you. Who said that? Was that Wolf?
that
It was me.
Aw.
No, I heard you,
No, no.
Optic. I heard someone say salmon, and
No,
I
no,
have
she's talking about the person who
I
said
like salmon. Oh, I didn't say it, but
okay.
I agree.
Fine. Everyone likes fish. All right, Suzanne.
I'm in Asia. What do you expect?
The only fish I eat is salmon.
Salmon's great. Oh, I love sashimi too, so I eat raw salmon too.
Ooh, sashimi.
Tastes so good.
Sometimes I like the sushi, but I'm more a fan of like cooked fish. I'm actually not a huge fan of salmon, ironically.
Leave this screen right now. You're no longer welcome.
It's fine, but I'm gonna be judging you for the rest of your life.
I like salmon. Like I like maple salmon. I've had that before. But like
salmon.
I like salmon, but I like other fish more, like cod and haddock. I'm much more a fan of.
The cod.
Are scallops type of fish?
They're
I
seafood.
guess. Yeah. They're seafood.
They're seafood. Crustaceans.
They're
I don't like
seafood.
that.
They're
It's like
mollusks.
asking if a crab is a fish.
Yeah, they're mollusks, is what they are.
Yeah.
So,
Mollusks.
but they are seafood. I love seafood.
Seafood's great.
Shrimp, mussels.
Oysters.
Now the chat is all about fish.
I don't like
I'm getting hungry.
But let's get back to the original question. Favorite food?
Oh god.
Someone
Damn
else
it.
answer it.
Okay.
It's not that hard. Look, I'll go first. Right? With soy sauce and mayonnaise.
Oh.
What? By itself? Wait.
Rice with soy sauce and mayonnaise.
Oh.
Okay. I did not hear the rice part, so I was confused. Like you just get like a spoonful of mayonnaise with soy sauce.
Yes, it is a spoonful of mayonnaise. A teaspoon, to be precise. What? Are you getting
Okay,
sick?
I'll go. Okay, I'll go. I guess
Don't get sick.
my dad
Okay, it
makes these-
tastes good.
All right, I'll go. I guess my dad makes these quesadillas, which filled with steak, and I absolutely adore them. They're so good.
Oh, quesadillas are so nice.
Quesadillas are nice.
Quesadillas
You
are
can-
poor
you
college food. You buy the
But
tortilla,
Twilight-
you buy the cheese, and then some kind of vegetable. There you
Twilight
go.
Sparkle hates them.
That's
He
dinner.
pan fries them
You're
and
so
put
right,
like
but I'm gonna enjoy
tomatoes.
it anyway.
He pan fries them and put like tomatoes and onions and sometimes green chilies.
Oh, they're so good.
They're
I've
so
tried
good.
to meet them, to remake his versions. I can't.
Like
But
anytime
they're
Dad says them, he makes them. I'm just let my eyes light up.
All right. I don't even know what mine is.
I have like a group of favorite foods. I don't have like one singular.
That's
Tell
fine.
us all of them.
Well, okay. I like spicy sashimi. And then I also like pancakes. I also like grilled salmon. And in desserts, I like cheesecakes. And my favorite Filipino food is bibingka, which I'm pretty sure none of you have heard of. It's
What's it called again?
bibingka. You can search it on Google. I'll type it in the chat.
I think I've heard
It
of
sounds vaguely familiar, honestly.
It's
What
really
country?
good. Like the way they only make it every December or Christmas time, so you don't see it anywhere unless it's December. So random people will like make up like stalls in the streets or in like big plazas, and they make it. And the way they make it is like they have a bunch of coal, and they have like a clay pot. They pour the batter in, and they would put salted egg, cheese, if you'd like, and on top they put butter, or sometimes sugar. They cook it in, or they bake it really in banana leaves and stuff, and it's just really freaking good.
Where do
Is
you
it
see
like-
babinko mostly?
What is it shaped like? Like,
A circle.
oh, it's like a ball. Okay.
No, not like a ball. I mean, it's like a fat pancake. Not really a
Oh, it's like a
pancake. It's
pancake.
like a,
Okay.
well, it's not that flat. It's like a really fat pancake. There you go.
Okay, because I know there's like this Japanese thing where like they shape them in shapes of like fish, and I was thinking that might be what you were talking about, but it's not. So forget it.
Yeah, there's no meat inside. It's just it's just a baked good that's just
No. It's like this flat pancake that I saw in like Japanese videos or something,
Ooh.
where they literally shape it in the mold of a fish.
Oh.
I'm sharing what this looks like right
Okay.
now.
This
This is what babinka is.
I'm sure it's amazing.
That
I like pretty much
looks
all food.
Okay.
The
let me
only food
see.
I don't like is bananas.
Oh.
Oh,
Look at this.
Oh, you know what? I think I have had one of those before.
I have two actually.
Yeah, I
had them.
have. Those are
They
good.
They taste so good, and like, it's
Oh my gosh.
it's like my favorite food. I'm dying, and I only eat it every December, so I'm like waiting every time.
Those look amazing.
What? Yeah, I know. It's so good. And they bake it right in front of you, and it's like that's why it's like really hot, so you have to like stand far away because it's like live coal. But it's great, and usually the people that make it have really big muscles.
Mhm.
Well, you're gonna say mustaches for a second.
All right, I think I finally found one.
This
I
was a
love
bad idea. I have
baklava.
not had dinner yet.
Good, well made baklava.
Ooh,
Oh, baklava is delicious.
Yes.
I don't think I've had one.
What is that, and how do you spell it?
Really?
Great.
Baklava it's like this layered phyllo dough with nuts and with walnuts and honey.
Oh, might have had it.
Bak.
They're cut into like they're cut usually into like they're cut into triangles, typically.
It looks like here we go. It looks
We get them at the
like
Greek festival every year.
this.
Oh. No, I haven't had that before.
They're so good. They're so
now
good.
everyone, I'm going to ask you this one question.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you getting hungry from
Yes.
talking all this food?
I haven't eaten yet. I'm starving.
I mean, I ate before this, so I'm good.
That was
Oh.
smart.
Yeah, I was really smart.
I planned ahead. I knew we would get into the talk about food.
I'm so hungry.
I've got my
We
water
didn't
bottle.
because we were testing out the stream for the last 2 hours.
Oh, dear.
All right. Shall we get into some COH stuff?
Sure.
Okay.
Woo! Let's
Down.
Wolf, I've been meaning to ask you this question forever.
Oh no.
Yes.
What?
WolfHarmony made the animatic for My Little Flower, which is in episode 3. And I gave her like I don't know, 4 things that I wanted in it. And then she gave me this fully done animatic. So tell us, what inspired you for that awesome scene around the halls with
Okay. So when you first gave me the
Stop it!
Gio,
what?
Sorry.
My little
I thought you were talking to me. I was like, oh, okay.
No, my siblings were yelling in the background. I was telling them to be quiet.
Steven,
Okay.
Gio, put it on mute.
I was like, what?
Oh, shoot.
But anyways,
Sorry.
first, you're fine. When I first got the scene, I don't remember when you sent it to me, but it kind of just started clicking. Like, that's a thing that's always kind of like happened with me, is like when I get like a script or like I listen to some kind of lyrics to a song, like something just immediately like clicks for me, like a whole scene. And sometimes it does take like maybe a few minutes for it to like fully settle in, but I get like a basic idea of what it is like I'm trying to go for. And so I kind of got that when I first found out I was going to do that animatic. And like also I really wanted to like bring this scene to life and really impress you guys. That was the number one thing. I wanted to impress people.
Of course.
Yeah, because was my first like animated My Little Pony series I've been in, and I watched like Daughter of Discord, and I really loved it. So like I wanted to do something that good, and so I got working on that. I got like the basic ideas done, and then life kind of got in the way like a lot, and I ended up like, oh, there it is. And I ended up like putting it aside for about like,
Oh my gosh.
I don't remember, like a really long time ago. And when I actually like put it aside, I had only gotten the first part of it done where Cadence is singing like, and whenever you are in doubt, let the light of your heart shine and know you are mine. That's all I had gotten to until Bridal Way messaged me and was like, hey, how's the scene going? And I'm just like, oh, it's going good. And I was starting to freak out a little bit because I didn't have that much done. And so I was like working on these scenes that are showing right now. And I was just like, oh, what am I going to do for the rest of it? And then I remember like I went to bed like super worried about the second half of the scene. And then suddenly like I had an idea, like it literally just clicked, like with Cadence and Summer Sweet like just going around the halls with the flowers. That literally just clicked at night. I had this thought at like 11 at night. And I was like so worried I was going to lose this idea. So I quickly got onto my computer and I like sketched out the entire second half of the scene. I was just like, oh my God.
That's awesome.
Honestly, take that whole conversation and apply it to PMVs, and that really is
Oh,
like,
what a mood.
nailed on, nail in the head right there.
Yeah, and I ended up taking this to school as well. Like I was allowed to this was all done in Photoshop, which is apparently like really surprising for people, and I guess it kind of is, but our school computer,
What did they think? What did the school think?
they didn't really care because I was in the class, and I was luckily a TA for the digital design class, and all the students, they were fine. They didn't need any help, so that gave me more time to work on it. But yeah, like I brought the animatic, like I did it at home, obviously. I brought it to school. I worked on it every single chance I got there. I even worked on it in this special math class I took because like my math class at my school was awful and I didn't learn very well there. And yeah, when I was like getting closer to the deadline and Bridal Way kept messaging me about it, I was just like, it's going good. I started panicking because there was a lot of things that I still wanted to do, like the flowers. I wanted to work on those a bit more, but I know how to like animate them, like in After Effects and those kinds of softwares. So I had to self-teach myself how to make it move in Photoshop. And Photoshop was not happy with this whole project I was doing. It's mainly like used to me like animating like 2-second animations for like multi-animator projects, but it's not really experienced like a full-on animatic. It was just
Trust
like,
me,
okay.
we understand. Sony does this all the time.
Yeah. And like it really started hating me once I got to the flowers. I was just like, oh my god. I almost lost the whole file once.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
I almost lost it so many times and I started freaking out. I eventually got through it and I took a whole week off of drawing. And yeah, it's kind of my story.
I agree. Clap. It came out amazing. I think I got your email like right before or after a math class. I don't remember. But I was like super stressed that day. And then I got your email and you're like, oh, the animatic's completed. And it's really good. And I watched it and my day just immediately got better. I was so happy. I knew it would be amazing, but I didn't expect it to look like that. But
I didn't expect it either. Yeah, that's my fun story.
Yeah.
Anybody else
Oh, no.
have any stories?
Ebony left.
Yep, Ebony left.
Oh, that's a sad story.
Did she have to leave? Did she have to leave, or did she like actually just get?
It's really early in the morning for her, so she may be super tired right now.
Oh.
Alrighty, well that's understandable.
I totally understand. I was gonna ask Ebony something right before she left, but I'll say it now. We're still working on how to get the animatic show it on this, but for the song that we're going to do, which is the parenting song, Ebony, who sings for Rainbow Dash, she basically redid this entire song. Like it wasn't fitting the music well. And so I gave her the rough version and she's like, can I just try something and record this into all these parts and rearrange it? And so she changed the entire melody to what you're going to see today. And it's amazing. And she recorded all of the demos for me of every single character. So great job, Ebony. The parent song would not be what it is without her.
Yes.
Dang.
Oh.
All right. Anybody else have anything else they want to say before I really want to show that animatic?
Hey, Wolf, you don't have your camera on, right? Because all we see is black.
Oh no, I don't have my camera on. I don't know why it's showing just black. Here. Is that better?
Yes, good.
Oh,
Because through the entire story that you're telling to everyone who's watching, they're just seeing a black screen.
Optic. Oh, Ebony's coming back. It looks like.
Hello.
Did you disconnect or something?
Yeah, I disconnected and I had to reset the router, so it took longer than yeah.
I just said that you helped us with the parent song.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah, I
thank you for all of your work with that.
Thank you, but
Is it very early in the morning for you, Ebony?
Yes, it's 7:12 a.m. I woke up at 5 a.m. for this.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
It's okay. On a normal school day, almost all Asians wake up almost all Filipinos wake up at 5 because school starts at 7.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah. So for the song, is there am I supposed to explain how I worked with it? Like
you can if you want to.
Well, what happened with it was I wasn't even supposed to help with it that much because my only job was to sing as Rainbow Dash. But then, to be completely honest with you guys, when I heard the harmonies, I was so bothered because the harmonies were good, but they were clashing with each other and they weren't dynamic enough. So what I did, even if I did not have to, I recorded my part, but then I also recorded the rest of the main 6's parts.
Oh.
So I gave them additional harmonies. I removed some harmonies, so it sounded more like it had a climax and an ending and stuff like that.
Ah.
Yeah, and I showed it to Bridal Way and she liked it. So yeah.
I loved it. We have really good people with music because I can't do music. So thank goodness.
Well, the song is really good, but if you need help with harmony, I'm willing to help with that because I love doing harmonies.
Yay, that's the one thing I can't do.
I'd love to help more then. Seriously, I'm willing to. It's fun.
Sweet. I'm taking that offer, Ebony. Yes. I am
Yay.
taking that offer. That's awesome. So yeah, it hasn't come out yet. Skull is talking about My Little Flower. The parent song, we're gonna show you the reprise here, but I'm wondering if I should just.
Have you got the audio working?
No, see, I haven't got the audio working, so I don't know how to share it. Unless I put it in the description or put it in the chat and have everyone watch it that way. Maybe that's how we should do it.
Maybe.
I think maybe I can offer to show it. Maybe.
You can give it a try.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that the only problem with that is that I won't hear you guys. So I have to play the whole thing and I won't be able to hear what you guys are saying. I have to mute my volume so it doesn't record. It doesn't like show what you guys are saying at the same time if you're talking, I guess. Oh yeah, all the recordings are still on the drive.
Oh, sweet. That's good too. Well, we have.
Yeah, you asked me for like the other day if I had the original files for the harmonies, and they're on the Google Drive.
Good.
Yeah.
I just want to say, someone asked, what's your favorite episode on Children of Harmony?
We haven't had many yet. You guys can say if you have one, you can say it, but we haven't even gotten to my favorite episode yet.
I mean, of the ones I know, 3.
I don't watch this series. Sorry. I haven't had the time. I just know the song from episode 3 because I was like listening to all the music and I was like, wow, it's pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah,
So honestly, there's not enough to have a favorite, but my favorite is probably episode 5.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that one.
We've got plans for episode 5.
I know nothing about episode 5 because
Plans.
Bridal Way is very secretive with me.
I'm excited for the opening.
You're creating a hype.
Good.
Mhm.
Coming out in 2025.
No. Oh, that just. Oh.
Don't
My heart.
say that. Just say after BronyCon.
Oh no.
Which BronyCon? Oh wait, it's actually the
This
last
year,
one.
BronyCon
Yeah.
2019. I know that oh gosh, I know making an episode takes a long time.
Oh yeah, it does.
It does.
Yeah, that's literally the last BronyCon.
I haven't been to one yet.
I haven't been to any big ones. I've just been to local ones.
And I'm like,
And most of the time I just hold a booth. I don't really go around.
I'm really hoping I get to go to this one with my friend Logan.
They're fun. They're fun.
They are fun.
It's good to know.
Unfortunately, me and Bridal Way are not going this the last year.
Yeah, we're not going again.
Aww.
Nah.
That was our last year.
Oh, bummer.
Dang.
Let's see. Ebony, can I send it to you through Discord?
Yeah, sure. And when I actually finally show it to you guys, you have to converse with me on the chat because I'm not gonna hear you guys. So you just tell me when to start if something's wrong and when to stop or come back.
Okay.
Okie dokes.
All right, sweet. Eldonde, we've kept you pretty quiet. Anything you want to say?
About what?
Anything.
I don't know. Well, I'll be at BronyCon and presenting Saturday Morning Ponies with DF and Daga, so we can definitely, give shout outs to you, your contributions.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're just not for being at BronyCon.
That's nice.
Okay.
So are you planning on doing more stuff like when Gen 5 hits, or are you going to basically stick with Gen 4, or what's going to happen?
Are we talking about PMVs?
Just in general.
Let's see. I don't know. I'm going to try Gen 5.
Mhm.
I'm willing to give it a chance. Probably won't be a major fan of it. I've kind of moved on, other than COH. I've
same.
kind of moved on from the show itself.
I've also kind of moved on from AMVs. I mean, I'm working on some DuckTales ones, but
See,
I'm definitely going them.
No, I haven't. I have like 16 AMVs.
But
So-
like once in a while, I'll get a creative spark again. But they're just but a lot of them are kind of boring to me now because I've been doing them for so long. Yeah, I'm going through one of those ruts or whatever.
We're really into the DuckTales fandom right now. And
Yes,
after that
very.
Steven Universe episode that premiered, I
Steven Universe.
Yay.
love Steven Universe. I'm
Me too.
crossing
Oh my God.
fingers for season 6.
I've been singing Change My Mind for the last how many weeks? Unfamiliar and escapism. You get, baby.
Escapism is best song. Love it so much.
It's so freaking good. I was gonna sing it just now, but then I forgot the lyrics already. Amazing.
So yeah, that happened.
Silence.
Oh man.
I never
Okay,
really
someone-
got.
Gio, you're taking over the chat. I'm gonna figure out how to get the animatic up.
Oh gosh, no. I never really got that much into Steven Universe, admittedly. It has like warmed up on me, and I like it more than I did earlier. But it's not DuckTales or MLP to me, basically.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm starting to kind of get into it too.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Steven Universe?
Yeah. Like
I'm not like a major fan of it.
Yeah, like I had heard some of the songs before because they were like used in other multi-animator projects.
Mhm.
But I mean, I liked them. It just Steven Universe wasn't really clicking for me.
I think what that really bugs me is I hate all the side characters. I like the main characters, but all of Steven's friends are obnoxious, and all I like all like the main characters. I like Pearl. I like Garnet. I like Amethyst. I like all them. I like Steven. All that kind of stuff. But all the other characters that they spend whole episodes on, I just find either boring or annoying.
Yeah, I can see that. I can totally see
Mhm.
that.
Like when they went to what was it, Mayor Dewey or whatever, I'm like, I don't care.
Dewey.
I legitimately do not care.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't even know what they're saying.
When
Mayor
I
Dewey
saw
is
that,
an obnoxious character that keeps coming up over and over and over.
oh yeah, Mayor Dewey. That's his freaking theme song. Mayor Dewey. That's it. That's the entire song. Mayor Dewey on repeat
literally it.
for 5 hours.
And they have
like, he
full
has a
episodes that are,
speaker.
like supposed to be, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
he's such a likable character, and you're supposed to really feel for him. They're like, I don't. You're a jerk. Go away.
Honestly, just like imagine living in Beach City and like his van has
Mhm.
speakers Imagine he's just running around Beach City on full volume, and all you hear is Mayor Dewey. You're trying to read your book, and it's muffled outside the window at like 7 a.m. Mayor Dewey.
Oh,
Thank you,
horrible.
thank you, Shooting Star. That's exactly how I feel. I love Connie. I love Outlaws, and I
Yes.
sometimes like Sadie. Sometimes.
What was that?
oh no.
Oh no! This people playing music outside. Oh god. I'll mute my mic. I'm gonna find out where the music's coming from.
No
I'll be
problem.
right back.
But DuckTales 2017, me and Bradaway are obsessed with. We just they released a clip for the new one, and we're like hyped. We can't wait. It's coming out it's coming back March 9th. So
I haven't seen it.
it's so good. It's such a good series.
It's so good.
There's a lot of TV shows that I haven't really caught up with. I don't watch that much TV anymore.
If I'm gonna be completely honest, I might like it more than MLP. I'm not even lying.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Now that's saying something.
Yeah.
It's
Don't
got
worry.
really, 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 really good characters. I mean,
The characters are
it's a
so
character-driven series. Yeah.
I'll have to look at it.
I think TV is limited now, though it's probably getting bigger because there's not a lot of shows that I'm into.
Yeah.
There are a lot of shows.
The stuff that is out currently is good.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just not many.
Yeah. And there were like a lot of shows that I did watch a while ago, but then they ended. Like Adventure Time was one of the big ones. And I watched a little bit of regular show. And
I'm a regular show.
Gravity Falls, Star Wars,
Yes.
The Force of Evil.
We watched all of Gravity Falls, and Star Wars Force Evil, I'm hit or miss on.
Hit or miss. I guess they never miss, huh?
don't.
Is that a thing? That's a thing.
What are you talking about?
On and Star?
What's on?
No.
What's on?
What was that?
Don't ask, please don't.
Oh, I memorized the dance.
Oh no.
I didn't.
What
I
on
didn't hear
earth
it.
was that?
By the way, can somebody tell me if they can hear the background noise? You probably can, right?
No.
No.
Okay,
I don't hear
because it's freaking 7:30 a.m. and someone's doing karaoke really loud. It's so
Is
bad.
it the one guy's theme song?
It sounds. Okay, the one singing is a guy, and he sounds like Ansel. So
Oh, what?
there's that.
So it's like wake up in the morning, and it's like the morning karaoke.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Morning karaoke.
Why?
What song is he singing?
It's a Filipino song, but
cool.
it sounds really old, and it sounds like one of those love songs that's really cheesy and corny.
Yeah.
Ebony, I sent you the file on Discord. It's through Drive.
Yeah, I got it, and I think we can try it. I can try to see if it will work if I
Okay.
test.
Have any of you seen How to Train Your Dragon 3 yet?
Oh, I
Yes.
just saw it yesterday.
I watched.
I'm seeing it tomorrow. I'm so excited.
Oh my god, it is so good.
It is so good.
Right away saw it already.
Oh, it's so good. Oh my god, me and my friend were like holding each other crying.
That's awesome.
It was so
Mhm.
good.
Tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. So I can't wait.
I called Gio right after, and I was like, I'm so happy. Life is was so great.
It was hilarious. Before she went to the movie, she was in one of her freak out modes. She was just like crazy emotional, crazy upset. Upset. She was yelling at everything.
Now
And
you know where Summer Street
me,
came from.
me, my mom, and my dad were just like yelling into the phone, "Go see a movie now!"
Dizzy, go see it.
So I told her How to Train Your Dragon 3 just came out, and she was like, "I never saw the second one, so why would I be confused?" And so,
I wasn't actually, but I did watch the second one as soon as I saw
I just watched the second one. I saw the first one ages ago, but I just watched the second one for the first time. It was awesome.
Oh, what? Okay. Like, oh god, I love How to Train Your Dragon 3.
Let's see. I think any more questions for us in the chat?
Mhm.
Let's see. I'm going up.
Be anxious to see How to Train Your Dragon 3. It's amazing.
Yeah, don't be anxious. It's good. You will love it.
You will cry.
That's a given.
Not that I can find. The questions, I mean.
Oh.
Yep.
Nah, there's not really. I already answered the one about the Steven Universe side characters. Because I went on a big rant about how I hate Steven Universe side characters.
There.
Okay. So while we're getting that straight up, we should probably start the tutorial now.
Yay.
Hmm.
Yes.
All right.
Donnie's been waiting to do that.
Oh gosh.
Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to teach you guys how to make an AMV/a PMV. For this, we are calling AMV animated music video. I know it's also termed for anime music video, but
Konnichiwa.
yeah.
And PMV also means picture music video, but it also means pony music video. So people stop going on my channel and saying your thing is wrong and you should change to AMV because it's PMV. And I'm like, I'm not kidding you. I had like 10 people comment that on one of my videos that PMV was wrong.
It's a trigger word for us PMV makers. So we're just going to teach you guys animations and animated music videos in general. Not animations. No.
Okay.
All right. Sweet. Gio, explain to everybody where we get such high quality MLP episodes.
Oh joy, this is gonna be fun. Okay, so there's a website, and I'm going to link it in the chat because it is the most complicated name ever.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Can you share it on your screen?
How do I do that?
You can't. Never mind. There's a screen share on the side corner.
Yeah, it's color green.
There's a screen share?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never done any of this.
Yeah, it's a color green monitor with an arrow pointing to the right.
That's at the top left.
Yeah, under
Colored
chat.
green. Colored green arrow. Oh, I see it. Screen share. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm screen shared. Can you see it?
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can.
This is the website.
Oh, gosh.
It is.
Whoa.
I told you it's a weird name. It's this. HTTPS whatever that is. Nightmare Moon XX Nightmare Moon XX that one. And what they have is they have My Little Pony in Dutch, but they also have it in English, and they have all seasons, including the movies.
Ooh.
I'm sure it's German, but okay.
German. Sorry.
And it's pronounced Deutsch.
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 Hey, you-
Whatever. I don't know languages. Okay.
You said Dutch. That's another language.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I confused Dutch and German. What a tragedy.
Geo, be nice.
Okay, sorry. I don't know German. I don't know Dutch, so I have no idea. I just thought Deutsch, and I thought it was Dutch. So, and I think you're right. I think it is German. So they have all episodes, season 1 through 8, and season 2 through 3, I think is what it is. It's all in MP4. So I'll just show you that. They go through Mega when you press download.
How many do you have on your taskbar?
I know, right? I was gonna ask that.
Oh my
How many
god.
things do I have on my
Like,
taskbar? A lot.
You're kind of busy. Watching a lot of YouTube.
Oh my gosh.
I often watch a YouTube video, that's like 5 YouTube videos at a time. Don't ask.
At once. They're all playing at the same time.
No. So see how this says like download? This is MP4, but when you get to season 5, they're not in MP4. They are in MKV, which is a different format.
Okay.
Now, most of the time, you're not going to have any issue with this. But if you have Sony Vegas, then because Sony Vegas is obnoxious, then you have to convert it to an MP4 because Sony Vegas does not let you use MKV format. See the difference when I go to like season 6? See how there wasn't a video there? And it says MKV.MKV? That's because Sony Vegas is obnoxious.
Hey,
Yeah.
Sony Vegas is good.
I love
Never used it.
I love
Never
Sony
used
Vegas, but they have problems. Like another thing we're going to talk about later, which is just going to be obnoxious too. So let's get an episode I didn't.
We make
Yeah,
it sound like we
what
hate
lies
making PMVs. That is not the case.
we don't. It's just it is a pain to download them. But I'm going to be completely honest when they're in AQB.
All technology is a pain in the butt.
I agree.
It really is.
So what you do is you download What Lies Beneath. So I'm just downloading What Lies Beneath because I actually don't have that one. I didn't download a lot of them. And just talk for a while because it's going to be like 3 minutes.
Do you want me to show you the alternate while you're waiting?
Watermelon,
Yes,
watermelon,
sure.
Go ahead,
watermelon.
Eldonde.
I'll turn off my screen share.
Watermelon,
So I'll click screen
Watermelon,
share
watermelon.
watermelon,
and share.
watermelon, watermelon,
Watermelon, watermelon,
Okay.
watermelon.
Are you seeing this?
watermelon, watermelon.
Pokemon.
Squirtle,
I'll
Squirtle.
turn off my screen share. Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
Is my screen share working?
Yep, your screen share is working fine.
So this is
I turned off
Yay
my.
Ponies. Similar thing. After you go to it, you probably have to click on episodes.
Oh, yay,
but
ponies.
it's got all of the seasons right here. It's got Equestria Girls. It's got here's DuckTales. Here's Steven Universe. It's got a lot of other things.
I didn't know they had Steven Universe on this.
Now let's see if I click on it. Hey, Steven.
No, I'm happy.
Episode.
Oh,
All right, everyone be a little bit quiet so we can see it.
they
Yeah,
have the DuckTales on Yay Ponies?
And it's got lots of different ways to download. Like I think this is Mega. This is through a torrent. So anyway, let me go back to here. So let's say, all right, I want, I don't know, the washouts, and I want it to Mega. I can do it that way, or this one is direct download. So if I click right here, and look, here it's downloading, and again, it'll probably take a while.
Wow.
But as you can see, it's going to be in the MKV format and Geo.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
So
Let me.
it's 20 seconds left to download it. So I'll show you. I'll just get it up.
And stop sharing. There we go.
And I'm going to start sharing again. Share. All right. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to go to you want to go to Google and you want to type in how to convert. See, I'm going to show you the website here, anyways. What I did was went to Google to find it, and I typed in how to convert MKV to MP4. And what you have to do is you have to download the VLC video player and follow all these steps right here. I already did them. You only have to do them once. You only have to do this once, and then they're permanently on your thing. But you have to follow all these steps at the very beginning. You have to run the VC. Just literally follow them step by step with the thing right there. And then after that, you just do the same thing over and over again for every episode. That's only a one-time thing. So, you go to the episode. I've done this in so long, dang it. There's what lies beneath. No.
Hi, Twilight.
Hello. All right, so you go to media, convert, save. You add the episode. So what is this? My Little Pony FIM 822. I'll find it. Where is it? MLP, come on.
We'll get there.
That's all the episodes I have downloaded, if you can tell.
Holy shnikes!
Where is it? L Pony FIM 822. I'm looking. Oh, it should be around here. It should be a cone shape.
That doesn't really help because there's a lot of cone shapes.
There it is. There it is.
A lot of triangles.
See this? See how there's a cone shape? That means this is the MKV one. So what you want to do is you want to click that. So we add it, and then we convert save. And then you give whatever file. See all this stuff? It's already put in there because you did it before. You have to. That's what those step by step. So where you're like changing this, and then you're doing, and then you went to like you figured out all that stuff. And then you went to like here, and you had to select the ones they told you. All that stuff. It's really simple, honestly. And then you just title it whatever to wherever file or folder or whatever you want to put it in.
It has to keep them organized. So we always do like
keep
I
it
like
organized.
underscore the episode, the season, like episode 1, season 6, and then the episode
I always
title.
just retitle. I always just title it the same thing it was before and just press overwrite, which just means it changes it just means it does the different file but keeps the same name. And we do. Oh no! What the heck? I'm gonna open. Okay, fine. Obnoxious thing. Technology.
Do you have
We'll try
anything
this
else to
again.
say about it? Isn't it converted basically? I
What?
can't really see the screen. Isn't it converted basically?
Into MP. Into M. I just want to show them what it looks like.
Okay.
MP4. Let's just do that. So I changed. Oh, no. My.
Oh dear. Another freaking house is doing a freaking karaoke. Another one.
Two?
Sorry.
All
Sorry.
I hear is, I hear a dog barking or maybe a puppy.
Oh no.
Okay,
Someone's
so
playing
it's converting
basketball. I think
file,
it's my neighbor.
and this thing will load.
Okay.
It should. Did it already convert it? Or
Yeah,
Probably.
I think you converted it. Basically, it's going to load and then it's going to become an MP4. And so when you all right, I think they got the
Yeah,
gist.
you get the message. I don't get why. Sometimes it glitches and it's obnoxious. It probably wants me to update again, whatever. But
It's really not. He's making it seem more complicated than it is.
It's not as complicated as I swear. That's all you do.
You do one switch, convert it, and then it turns into an MP4. You need it to be an MP4 in order to put it into any video editor.
The only reason it's even doing this is because I have so many episodes on my computer already, so it's just crashing. That's really it.
Eldonde, do you have anything else you want to say about this part?
Really not hard.
Yeah, here, let me show you my way. It's probably faster, but here. Okay, so let me screen share.
You don't use VLC?
Well, I use VLC to watch, but I use what's called Handbrake, and it's a free tool. So here's Handbrake. And
please enlighten me. I hate the VLC.
Theo,
for watching. But I click on open source, and I say find a file, and I would go say, all right, so I don't know, videos, MLP, and let's assume that this was already MKV, and I would choose it, open. And then, just like you were doing with VLC, I'd click on destination. I would say, all right, here, give it a name. So in my case, I would give it its name and say, and then I'm not going to replace it, but I would. And I just click on starting code, and then it encodes it to that format, MP4. So Handbrake, also easy, also free. VLC is also fine, but...
Where'd you get Handbrake?
I just Googled Handbrake.
Oh.
Awesome. Guys, I also want to put in, we will be trying to go into detail for everything, but please leave us questions on anything about keyframes, on editing techniques, on how to choose the music, anything, basically anything. Also, one more thing I want to notice that you do get a free vector if you donated. So if you did donate, send me your email with your OC or a description of what you want the vector to look like, and I will get back to you. I will post that on my Tumblr and YouTube account as well, so you guys know that. Anyway, now we're going to talk about editors. So there are like 3 solid editors that I know. There's Windows Movie Maker, which I don't have on this thing.
I don't have it either.
But that is what Doggy Yamar uses for My Little Disney.
Yeah.
And it's free. So, but the only problem is that current computers now they can't access it anymore. They can't download it. Then we have Adobe Premiere, which is part of the Adobe. If you get the Creative Suite, then it comes with that. And I'll just upload it to show you guys what it looks like.
Yeah, like I have the Adobe Suite, but I've never used Premiere.
I tried using it. It's hard.
I just mainly use After Effects. Like I'm really starting to get into that now.
Yeah, I use Premiere Pro at school for my class, and the nice thing about it is that it's stable, and for moving things into After Effects, you can move it instantly, but I do prefer just basic PMV editing using Vegas myself.
I took a class where they had me use it, and I was a deer in the headlights. I had no idea what I was doing.
You should take my class. I have them make an AP.
Insert this here. I don't use any of those except for Premiere. So if you're on a Mac, what I used to use iMovie, but it's like it's the most basic thing. It almost comes with every computer. But if you have the money for it, or if you want to crack it, there's Final Cut Pro. I use version 10, which is the most up-to-date I am on 10.2, and the most recent version is 10.6. So you can imagine the trouble I'm in. But it's kind of like a sister sibling to Premiere or Vegas a bit. It's almost the same. Well, Vegas is, oh my god, I hit the microphone. It's almost the same, except Final Cut Pro has its it lacks some stuff from Vegas Pro and Premiere that I noticed.
Really?
But it's
I
also
heard Final
good
Cut
enough.
I heard Final Cut Pro is like the best editor you can get.
Oh,
Like that was
maybe
like
it's
the
because,
highest, that's like the highest level.
maybe it's because my version is not the most updated. I'm going to update it soon, but it is really good. Like I was picking between Vegas and Final Cut Pro, and then I realized I can't even use Vegas, so I stuck with Final Cut Pro. And it's kind of easy to use actually. It's really easy to use if you know how to use iMovie or Movie Maker. It's like it's kind of user friendly, and then the rest is up to you messing around and learning how to do it yourself, because most of it you can learn on your own. The only stuff I actually Googled on how to do is how to green screen.
Oh yeah, green screening. That's fun.
Yay, chroma key.
Yes. Green screen and I think it's working. No, maybe not. Okay.
I wonder if we can open Final Cut Pro now.
If you want to, that's great. Okay, I can't open Premiere. My computer is saying no. I never use it.
You and me can both open Sony Vegas, though, right?
Yeah, we can do that.
We have Sony Vegas Movie Studio. Was it 11.0, which is one of the older ones, and it's really hard to find it now.
It's really old.
I don't even think you can buy it anymore.
Nope, you can't. They moved on.
But most of the Sony Vegas pretty much work the exact same way. They all have the same format. So you'll get a good idea from it.
Let's see.
What is it?
Oh.
I guess I can share it since nobody's...
Yeah.
And I love this editor. It is so easy.
Which one?
The one that we have, Sony Vegas 11.0. Movie Studio 11.0.
Yeah, go ahead and share Final Cut, Ebony.
Sure. I'm just looking for I'm just gonna see which timeline I'm gonna show because I have like a bunch of projects I didn't finish.
Don't we all?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll show this one.
Oh, someone asked something. Artists, how long does it take to have your art done?
Oh boy. Well, my art, I like to make things look really good. Like I always strive to make it look as good as I can make it. And with scenes, I tend to I always overload myself with a bunch of other stuff to work on too, so that kind of gets away a little bit. But I can't estimate on how long it would take, but it takes a little bit. But
3 years?
Yeah, exactly. 3 years. No, but I always try to when things take longer than I want them to, I always try to make the wait worth it. Like with My Little Flower, it was taking a while, so I just wanted to I wanted to make sure the wait was worth it.
Yeah, see, I don't try to push my artists to just get stuff out because it does take a long time and I want it to be the best quality. So we usually give about 2 months, and depending on how complicated the project is or whatever, makes it whether it's 3 to 4 or something. For me, vectors, especially multiple vectors, take a long time. So that I usually like to do it little by little. Of course, that's vectors. That's not the kind of artwork that everyone in COH does.
honestly, vectors would be easier than full art pieces, wouldn't they?
Oh yeah,
They are.
Yeah, they would be.
They totally are.
Mhm.
Let's see. All right, Ebony. While you figure that out, I'm going to share my screen. So, apparently we're on this. Before we started, we were testing this, and I brought up the Michael in the bathroom AMV with DuckTales. So we'll use that. This is Vegas. This is my baby that I use for everything. And
are we just gonna share yours, or are we gonna use mine ever? Or...
No, we'll show yours too.
Okay.
But it's really easy to work. I learned how to use Vegas kind of hands-on. You can watch tutorials on it, which are extremely helpful. So I would definitely recommend doing that. But for me, it was just a lot easier to kind of fiddle around with buttons and figure out what works. And I kind of learned everything kind of on my own. So what you do is you create a project. You go to new, and most editors will work very similarly. I've used Premiere before, it works very similarly. I've used Avid before, it works similarly. And even Windows is kind of the same. And you'll import your video. So you have your new project. And then let's here it is. So you'll import whatever video you want. So we didn't know about the whole DuckTales thing that you could get it through.
Oh, by the way, some of these AMVs might have spoilers for DuckTales.
No, not the one I'm showing.
Okay.
Well,
then I won't show the one I was going to show.
So ours is in parts, but if you can get it without parts, that's great. And you click your video and you open it up in your system, whatever it may be. And then here it is. So you drag it to your trimmer. That's what this thing is. The trimmers now, they look a little bit different from each other, but it's basically the same thing. You find a starting point. I'll just pick something random. I just realized that this might be. Let's pick this one. And then you press this point, which is your set in point. And then it's not going to have sound, but you watch your clip, find what you want, and then you end it at the point you want, and you press your end point. And then you import it using this add media from cursor A into your system like that. And there it is. That's not the same one, but it's there. And what we do is we just combine them. And we'll pick a song, and then we'll come up with certain scenes, certain expressions, and we'll just combine it together so that it looks good. And then what we can show you, lip syncing is a whole other story. The lip sync version between MLP, DuckTales, and Steven Universe are expressively different because Steven Universe is humans. So pretty much any animated movie, any animated movie with humans, yeah, it's probably about the same as working with Steven Universe. DuckTales has beaks. Beaks
DuckTales
are really
is obnoxious to lip sync.
Really annoying to work with because of these freaking beaks. Like they never close.
They never close them. You have to so you have to like kind of make it so they're always going to keep their mouth open like all the time. So it doesn't. It's not as clean as MLP is.
Yep. I'm eventually going to upload. I'm going to show you guys an MLP one. MLP is the best, I find, to work with because
Definitely.
MLP has these huge muzzles. You'd think those be annoying, but they're not because they make all of the expressions and vowels sounds super emphasized. So it's a lot easier to know what they're saying and to make it look like they're saying what you want them to say.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to show you keyframes here. So keyframes is something that you got to be really careful with. If you use too much keyframes, your video is going to look weird. So we're not going to, this isn't how I would normally do this in this AMV, but just for demonstration, I'm going to show you how to do keyframes in this weird way. So basically, this is a keyframe. It's a little diamond right here. If you work with motion graphics or Premiere, and I'm sure Final Cut does this too, you'll get these little diamonds. If I say something wrong, just correct me, guys. What you do is I'm going to zoom in because I want this box right here. I want it to go around to make it look like the scene is kind of moving, like the camera is moving around. So I'm going to make my selection video pretty small, and I'm just going to, I don't know, put it to the corner. And then I'll go over here and I'll click and I'll move this selection a little bit upward like so. And it creates this little diamond for me. And that means that it's going to move on its own afterwards. And then I'll move it down here and then up here. And then you can even zoom out. I do this a lot when editing COH, lots of zooms outs. And it looks something like that. And so what you get is something like this. Ooh. And keyframes are really fun to use. You can have images literally go across the screen like that. Like if you make your video really small, you can literally have it move across the screen. You can have it swipe. It's just something fun that you can do. You can't do keyframes in movies, not Reset, Windows Movie Maker as far as I remember. So this is something that you can only do with these types of editors. And then for MLP, I'm gonna show you that.
The birds sound beautiful.
I know.
They do.
Oh, is it from my side?
Probably.
Yeah, I can hear them really loud. Yeah, in the morning, the birds are like really loud in the provinces.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Woke me up in the morning.
Where are you? There it goes. So unfortunately, I was going to show you guys the Hamilton PMV, but they're all gone.
Oh,
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
No, it sucks.
It really does suck.
I looked through all of my what videos to see because she sent me all of them, but the problem is they were on my old computer is where she sent me them, so I don't have them either.
Oh.
I'm trying to recreate one when I eventually have the time. But so for now, okay, when it opens.
By the way,
We'll
don't
do
worry
it
about the
another
spoilers
video.
thing. I found a part of my the one I was going to show you that does not have spoilers for season 1.
Okay.
I mean,
Are
it
we
has
off?
it has the Dewey on the edge of a plane, but that's not really a spoiler because there's no context to it.
You want me to show an example of keyframes while you're waiting?
Yeah, please do.
Okay. So
I can't tell if they kicked us off our stream.
Huh? Who?
No one's commenting anything on the chat. It's weird.
Yeah, that's okay, but
Well,
okay, we are
Well, it looks like the stream's still going.
good.
There's 13 people who are watching.
10.
10, yeah.
Wait.
We just lost 3.
Okay, we finally just got someone
9.
who commented. So
No,
stream is still working.
I see 13 on my screen.
Oh, I see 9.
You can go ahead, Eldonde, and show them. your
Anyways,
idea of
this
pieces.
is part of the Pony of Egypt. See, big project. Anyway, so if I zoom in on right as I begin, when you believe, as Bradley was saying with keyframes, they're not just for like changing the perspective, but you can also use it to change an effect over time. So I have, because kind of the sadder part, I have kind of the black and white faded out color. But then what I do here is, this is with Vegas Pro, but it's similar. I click on the effect thing. And as you can see here, I use the black and white effect. But right here, we got the keyframe of, we're at a certain level of black and white, 85%. And then when we get to this point, we're at 0.
Your thing's not going through on the live stream.
Oh, you're not?
No, it is.
Yeah.
It's just
Huh.
wait. Nope, it's not.
No, it's not. It's frozen.
Oh
It's still on Michael in the bathroom. We couldn't see anything you did, or they couldn't see anything you did.
Huh.
I'm
All right.
watching the stream right now to check.
Wait, let me
comments.
stop. Okay, screen share, Eldonde. Try it again.
All right, take 2.
Take 2.
Nope, it's just frozen.
Oh, hold on.
There we go. Now we go.
Yeah, it worked.
Something.
Okay. Anyways, that was
It worked.
So if I go to the effect, we got black and white at 85% right here. And then at this point, so if I kind of move along the timeline, it gets more and more color using these keyframes. So a keyframe, you can also do it to change an effect. And a very simple one is like going from black and white to color. And it's the same thing. You got these diamonds right here.
Ooh.
That's how you do that?
Yeah.
I'm wondering how you do the black and white to color.
Yeah. And like you can do it with any sort of effect.
Oh, yeah.
Have it be, fuzzy and blurry to crisp. Any sort of effect you can pretty much keyframe with most video editors, Premiere Pro, Vegas, Final Cut. Like if I don't know, add something, let's see, something obvious, pixelate. Oops. Pixelate. Add. If I want to make it pixelated, I can also add the keyframe. I think I have to click animate. Yeah, there we go. And then I can basically say at this point, we're all pixelated. And then right here, we are not pixelated. And then it will change from non to pixelated over time using those keyframes.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
So the more you know.
The more you know.
Sweet. That is really cool. A
Mhm.
lot of that I didn't know how to do.
Yeah, I was actually wondering how to do black to color.
Yeah. And nowadays I typically use After Effects a lot more for like my effects, but basic ones I will still use my basic editor.
That's cool.
All of your editors have like a gray background.
That's
which is
the Sony
interesting to
Vegas.
me.
That's the Sony Vegas
okay.
format.
Yeah, there's probably like a skin that you can do to change it somewhere, but yeah, it's gray with Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Vegas is always gray. That's true for all of them.
Oh,
I once
alright.
tried downloading Sony Vegas Movie Studio 14. I hated it. I didn't understand anything about it. So, but it was gray also. They're all gray.
They cost a lot. Vegas Pro 14 and 15, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah.
If you get them on sale, then they could be pretty cheap. I think I got mine rarely. It was like right after Valentine's Day, and it was only $60, I think.
Oh, wow.
$40. It was $40.
It was 40? Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was $40. Obviously, I stealed hers. She just sent me we used the exact same editor. She sent me the code, and we just downloaded it both on our computers.
Nice.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
you only have to pay for it once.
Buy one, get one free.
So I finally found an MLP version. This is God Helps the Outcasts, which isn't on my channel yet.
Oh, you still? Oh, you have that? You
Yes, I still have that. That didn't leave.
Yay!
No. Yay.
Something that didn't leave.
So something we wanted to talk about was what are the differences between styles for PMVs. And for this, we're going to do the PMV contest categories, which are drama, action, and comedy. Well, it's comedy. Feel good. Feel good.
Mine's kind of action, but it's a DTMV. It's not PMV.
So for God Helps the Outcast, I'm sorry you guys can't hear, but also you guys can't hear. So you can't, you'll hear it when I eventually upload it.
Mm-hmm.
This is the song from Hunchback of Notre Dame, and in it, it's very slow. Like, I think I changed the properties. If you want to make the characters so that they're lip syncing well and they're not just speed through in when they talk super fast, then you can change this now to speed. And on Vegas, we go to properties, and then we can change the playback rate, which is this. I usually go to 0.65. That's a pretty good level. That gives it these nice, longer ones. So Vegas, unfortunately, doesn't go past 2.25. So that's sometimes a little bit annoying, but it's a lot longer than the actual show. So it's easier to work with.
There's also a lot easier way to do that than the properties.
See?
Ow.
Eldonde has all these secrets that he
We have been trying to do. Oh, do you know how to like disable resample them without having to disable resample every single clip of the entire thing like we do every single time?
Yeah, there's a script that you do so, but here,
there is.
Eldonde, you're taking over.
Because that is the most annoying thing about making any AMV, hands down. Disable resampling them, because we literally do it by clip. We've been doing it for that way, doing it every single clip for all of them, even the ones that are like 11 minutes long.
Yeah, it's gracious. This is why
like 30 minutes straight.
I've been doing it the old-fashioned way for 5 years, and so.
No, you have to right-click, go to properties, then press disable resample for every single clip you use in the thing. And
yeah, once my thing loads, I'm loading up a different
video. Sounds so painful.
Someone asked a really good question that I must answer. What are your favorite musicals?
What are your what? I didn't catch
favorite musicals.
Oh, ooh, that's an easy one.
I don't think I've watched any.
That's okay. Have you seen any movies, Optic, that have songs in them?
Well, there's a lot, yeah. Oh, I don't know which to choose. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, Wolf, you said you had an answer.
Okay.
Okay. Do musical Broadways count too?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. So I love Hamilton. That's like one of my #1 favorites.
Yes.
I love Rent.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I love Wicked. Wicked was the first Broadway I had ever seen. And oh wow, I'm blanking. Hairspray. I love Hairspray.
That's
pretty good.
Yeah. Oh wow, I'm blanking on a lot of them.
Do you know Be More Chill?
What?
Be More Chill.
I don't know that one.
The only thing in Be More Chill chill that I care about is Michael in the bathroom. That's like the only.
It's so hard to sing that as a girl. His voice range is so wide. Oh God, I can't even do a cover of
Literally
it.
the one that Bradaway was showing you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also like Mean Girls. I like oh wait, what's that other one? Oh no. Heathers. I love Heathers.
Oh yeah.
And there's one more that I can't remember.
Dear Evan Hansen?
Yeah, I said, did I say Dear Evan Hansen?
No,
Nah, you didn't.
No one said Dear Evan Hansen. I was waiting for it.
Okay, well, yeah, Dear Evan Hansen, but there's one more. I can't remember.
I think it might still be Wicked, my favorite one. I don't know. But Dear Evan Hansen is like really close second. I'm
cheating.
That musical. And of course Heather. And what is it? Hamilton.
I'm cheating. Mine's not a Broadway musical. It's a movie musical. I love Singing in the Rain. I absolutely love Singing in the Rain.
Pretty sure that came on Broadway too, but
it did.
Probably.
I know that one song.
There's a stage version now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's honestly probably my favorite movie of all time. Or one of my favorite movies of all time.
Broadway is awesome. Just all of Broadway is awesome. Oh, I also really liked Matilda.
Oh yeah, Matilda. That's a good one.
That is good.
That's a really good one.
That's the first. No, that's actually not the first. That's the second Broadway musical I saw. The first one I saw was The Lion King.
Oh yeah, I lied. Yeah, that was actually the first one I saw too.
I
have
also
never
saw
seen
The Lion King. Go
Broadway.
I think you saw Wicked first, though.
No, I did, but the first one I actually saw was
Beauty and the Beast.
That's it. Beauty and the Beast. Is
All
the
right.
first one
You saw Beauty and the Beast first. That's right.
Ah.
She saw Beauty and the
Okay.
Beast while I went to the Empire State Building.
Yeah, Optic.
Yeah. The Prince of Egypt.
Ooh, yes.
Oh, so good.
I love the Prince of Egypt.
You know, Eldonde loves that.
I'm gonna be honest, you guys. I haven't watched The Prince of Egypt.
You're missing
Be
out
honest,
so much.
I've watched scenes from it. I've watched all the songs and I've watched scenes from it, but I don't think I've seen the whole movie either.
Yeah, I've only seen like snippets of it.
Well, you got a pony version now if you want to watch that instead.
I did.
It's really good. I watched it recently. The art style in that movie is beyond real.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
amazing.
Like from what I remember seeing from like the few scenes that I ever saw, it's like it looks really good. Like visually.
It is.
Yes, Mamma Mia is good.
Yeah,
In the Heights. I don't know In the Heights. I know it's by the Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh, I love Lin-Manuel Miranda.
She's awesome. Hamilton, Moana, just amazing composer.
Actually, I don't know if you guys heard, but he came back as a Hamilton in I don't remember where it was where he came back as
Oh,
Hamilton.
I read this. It was hilarious. It was Puerto Rico, I think.
Yeah, Puerto Rico. That's what it was.
It was Puerto Rico, and it was hilarious because one person in the crowd was like on her phone in the fourth row, and he actually incorporated it into his lap and his rap instead of it made news. It was hilarious. Instead of what was it? I got a scholarship to King's College. I don't have a lot of knowledge on brain, whatever it was, something like that. It was, hey, lady in the fourth row, stop it.
Oh.
He actually said that in his show.
Lady in the fourth row, stop it.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Oh my
And we
god.
wrote on Twitter, don't make me have to do it again. It's already stressful enough. I will think of the regular more.
Gio, you're breaking up.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Sad.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I know.
Eldonde, can you show us that thing you were talking about?
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Share. Okay, so first of all, like you were saying, this is for everyone. So resampling is do you know exactly how to explain what resampling is?
Yeah, kind of. So basically, what happens when you slow down a clip in Vegas? This doesn't happen in all of the editors, and
It's only Vegas.
definitely not in Movie Studio. I mean, not what is it? Windows Movie Maker. You don't have to worry about it if you're in there. But in Vegas, if you're using that, when you slow down your clip, it's going to show you
All the frames.
all of the frames, and because the frames are
Because automatically Vegas has this thing called Smart Resample, which I guess is used for sports or something. Like if you want to, edit sport clips together or something. I don't know. But what it does is it shows you all the frames, so it's easier to see the footage. But if you don't want that obnoxious effect, you have to change it to disable resample. And until now, at least, I don't know if
you can probably
has
tell now, kind of. What it does is it makes it
show her what we had to do every single time.
It makes it fuzzy in between when you're slowing things down if it's not disabled resampled. And I find this a lot in new videos that use Vegas. This is a really.
I think it's.
Can people see this? See how you can see part of Starlight Glimmer's frame in between her muzzle? It's like,
yeah, it's
yes.
That's what disable resample does.
Disable resample.
Sorry, that's what not Smart Resample does.
If you have it on regular, if you have it off of disable resample, and it'll automatically go to Smart Resample. It looks like that. But if you put it on disable resample, which is this one, it's fixed because it just goes to the next frame. Instead of having an in-between frame, it just goes to the next one.
Show them the pain we had to do for all of the...
Well, I just did it. We right-clicked in, we went to properties, and then we did disable resample for every single clip in our PMVs.
Oh my
So if my PMV had over 100 clips, that's why.
Yeah.
No,
every single of these slivers. See all these slivers? You have to do that for every single one. At least that's what we were doing for 3 years.
Yeah, it's a pain, just like this. But the point is,
I guess you can do it all at once.
You definitely want to do this, and Eldonde will show you a faster way to do it. Because if you don't, you're going to have this fuzziness in your video, and it's not going to look good.
Horrible.
It looks terrible. And I've seen many really amazing editors have good videos, but the problem is that they got that weird in between frames and it kind of ruins the thing. So this is something to definitely keep in mind if you're a Vegas user. Okay, Eldonde, go ahead.
Okay, are you seeing me?
Yep.
Okay.
You are seeing.
With Vegas, you can go to File in the upper left, and then you got Properties, and this is the property for the entire project. And then near the bottom, it's going to say resample mode, and it will say disable resample. And then by default, the clips are using project resample mode. So it should by default do that. If not, script that you can basically find, it would be here. Let me just go Google it. Vegas disable resample. And there was basically some people do it, you can just find it, but there's a script that you can include and basically just makes a shortcut to disable everything.
So you just go to the properties and you press what? Like
resample mode, disable resample.
Okay. That's it.
That's awesome. That's like really awesome. Where have you been for the past 5 years of my life?
You have no idea how obnoxious it was to do all of those clips.
Oh my God.
I think think I've sampled more than 1,000 clips in my life so far. It's gotta be more like 2,000 at least.
So here's your next time saver. With Vegas, what you can do, and this is probably the one reason that I prefer to use Vegas over Premiere, because it's got this feature. So, like, let's say we got this clip right here. So this is the Walk the Moon song, Shut Up and Dance, my next video coming out. And like each of these is a drum beat, but let's say I'm not going to do all that yet. And I got this clip and I want it to fit right into here. And as Brideway was saying, you could do the properties and you could change the playback rate. But with Vegas, what you can do is you can hold down Control and see how my cursor kind of changed that little wavy thing? It goes to what's called time stretch, and then I just click and drag, and I just fit it to where I want. So you just hold down Control, and then you kind of click on the edge of it like you were normally going to cut something. But instead of cutting it, it just fits the clip to where it goes, and then it will, in this case, be sped up. But I find like when I lip sync, I can do a lot better by doing this, because I can just say, okay, here's my music point, here's where I need it to go, and it will look a lot better.
I'm sorry to interrupt like this, but I have to go.
Yep. See you, Wolf Harmony.
No problem.
Bye.
Thanks for
Bye.
joining us. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
That's sad.
Oh my gosh, she never even saw the animatic.
I'm going to share it with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. She definitely deserves
Do like
to
a
see it.
really quick share of what Final Cut Pro looks like.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
If the circular ball of death leaves me. Okay. Is it showing?
It's showing.
There we
It
go.
looks
Yep.
awesome.
Okay. So this is an animation I've done. I'm gonna actually lower the volume because it's gonna kill my ears. And make it 0 actually. Yeah, I'm just going to there, circle ball of death again. This is what Final Cut Pro looks like. Can you see my mouse?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, so
No one answered. No one else answered.
yeah. So
Hello. Is anyone there?
hello?
Hello?
Oh, gosh.
Hi. So this yeah, I'm so confused. I don't know what's happening.
Brandon, we can't hear you.
Everything okay?
I can hear her now.
Yeah, I can hear everybody now, I
Wait, it was
guess.
silent.
Maybe because I was talking, I'm not
Oh
sure.
no. Someone's mic is muffled. We can't hear you.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Right away?
Yeah?
Okay, good.
I think we're okay.
So, yeah, I hope so.
Gosh.
All right.
So this is the
Go ahead, Ebony.
this is what Final Cut Pro looks like, and I don't really know what to talk
Get
about,
it
but
later.
I'll do my best to do a quick run through. Are you okay over there?
Gio, mute your microphone. It's that little microphone button in the corner. There he goes. Okay, go ahead, Ebony. You're
Okay. All right. So this is what Final Cut Pro looks like, and like any other editor, you have like your main layer, which is shown here by the dark gray rectangle line, and you can put videos or pictures or whatever above and below. You can also put music, which I prefer to put on the bottom. And there's kind of not much to say because it's like any other editor. They do the same thing. You can put clips, cut clips, put transitions and stuff like that. But what I do like about Final Cut Pro is that, can you do compound clips in Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that in Final Cut Pro too. I didn't know that you could do that anywhere else. Puppetry really sucks, at least on this version. I heard it's better on Vegas. But yeah, there you go. You have your box here. If you select a video or if you select a clip, All the information will be up here. You can transform it. There's info, like the name and stuff. If you want to change the shape and so on, like transform the clip. I really suck at tutorials. Jesus. You have 3. What am I doing? Transform, crop, distort. Gosh.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I'm doing the worst tutorial on Mother
Trust
Earth.
me, mine will be worse. I'm going to show people how to do transitions, and it'll be absolutely terrible.
At least you have a goal. I don't know what I'm teaching exactly. I'm just showing what Final Cut Pro looks like. Oh my god. So yeah. See, this is how horrible it is. You have text, your little default stuff here, generators like themes. The one I just clicked right now, over here, this title thing. These are like templates, like a page flip. I do not have a good example right now because I never use them because they're kind of basic and nobody appreciates if you do that. They're the only people that use like text generators, which is like, oh, news report title coming in, are people doing stuff for family photos. Then you have the second kind of generators here. If my circle ball of death will let me click it. Which is for, oh, music played. Which is for, oh no, don't do that. Backgrounds that you can use. Then the text, of course, is for text you can use. There's different kinds and they all have their own kinds of animation. Transitions is over here. You can also import music through Final Cut Pro, but obviously it's way more easier to just drag and drop onto Final Cut Pro. Honestly, everything in Final Cut Pro, you can just drag and drop, and I suggest doing that if you don't do the long way. Then you can also put filters, and there's both audio filters and video filters. And what else do I have to show? You can do color grading. You also have a library. Oh yeah, in Final Cut Pro, there's the library. I'm not sure if you can do it in Vegas, but basically, whatever you import, you can choose to save it in Final Cut Pro, or you can choose to have it source. I'm not sure for the right word, or you can choose to have it sourced from wherever it is in the computer, and I'll do my best to explain. So basically, you'll notice all of these. Let me go into a animation. Let's see. Oh, teardrops, good one. So in here, where's my teardrops? Is it this one? Oh, okay, it's in the head. Okay, I'm getting there. Where's the teardrops? Okay, this one. So I titled all of these differently. There's like 1T, 2T, 1T again, and so on and so forth. 1, 4, 5. These are what I named the frames individually. And I named them, these are the name of the actual files. The little text above the clips on everything on your layers. And basically, when I mostly do animation, so most of my advice is for animation. But my suggestion, if you're going to use Final Cut Pro, is to make sure all of your clips do not have the same name. So if you're doing frame by frame and you have multiple, if you have multiple frames of different things, like one is a ball bouncing and the other is a leaf falling, you have to name them ball 1, ball 2, and leaf 1, leaf 2, and you cannot name the ball section 1, 2, 3, and then leave the same thing, because Final Cut Pro will be confused. Because what it does is it tries to source where the file is coming from. That's why for some people, they would prefer to save the actual files into the library of Final Cut Pro. Can I show the library? No, I cannot. Okay, I'm too lazy to find out how to do that. I really suck at English, but to TLDR, in Final Cut Pro, you can choose to have it saved inside. You can go back to it, because what happens if you do not, if your clips and videos and frames or pictures, whatever, are not saved in the same folder, if you move it around on your computer, Final Cut Pro is going to be so confused, and it's going to be like, oh, where's the picture on your computer? I can't find it. So you're going to have to re-add it to your project. Oh, it's taking too long to load this project. Never mind. So if you'd like to avoid that, I suggest that you save all of your works onto the library of Final Cut Pro, unless you're so organized and you will never move your pictures and actual files and assets on your computer. And that's all I have to say, because I really suck. So yeah, that's what Final Cut Pro looks like. I know I made it sound really hard to use, but it's actually super, super easy to use, and it sounds easier than Vegas, in my opinion. I'm like looking at you guys press all these buttons, like, what is that? What is this?
I'm looking at your thing, and I'm confused, honestly.
Okay, yeah, maybe I'm biased.
To each their own.
Yeah, to each their own.
That's
All right. So should I? So by the way, should I show them how to do transitions?
Yeah, you can.
All right.
All right. I think that's all I have.
But that, honestly, Ebony, thank you. That was really helpful. That was really
very
cool.
helpful.
Yes.
And I know
Oh
we
my
have
God,
some
if-
people
Yeah.
that do use Final Cut.
Yeah,
Eh.
it's fun to use once you get the hang of it.
And that's basically the thing with all editors. They're fun to use once you get the hang of it. It's like anything else. You just got to figure out which one works for you.
That's true. That's true.
So if you're ever debating like what program you want to get, just don't go and buy one. Okay, don't take our word for it and get Vegas right away or Final Cut right away. Try the free trial first. See if
That's
you
true.
like the free trial, then go from there. I don't know if Vegas does this anymore, but one of the things I really liked about it was they gave you, was it 30 days? 30 days of a free trial. And it wasn't limited. I think now you can't actually render anything. But yeah. So check.
Yeah. Advice of the day: free trials are a friend. Also, the animation I showed on Final Cut Pro is already on my channel if anyone wants to watch it. And the little coffee scene I'm showing right now, I will be editing it to fix it up because it was for a competition overseas, and I will be uploading it to my channel also. Yay! Okay, that's
Sweet.
all.
Cool.
Are you still sharing in your thing? Because it won't let me do it unless you to go off.
Oh yeah,
share.
okay. I'll turn it off now.
Okay.
How do I turn it off? Okay, there you go.
Thank you. The heck? What the heck is it doing this?
Wong.
What's the matter?
It's doing that weird zooming in and out
No.
thing.
Move out of it. Click out of it.
Streaming
Go
itself.
away.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
streaming
Your
your
thing.
desktop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, we can see you now.
Yay.
Go on.
So this is how you do a transition. In Sony Vegas, it is extremely easy. I can show you this very, very simply. So this is a AMV of Centuries from Fall Out Boy. I've been working on. It's good. I'll get it done eventually. But so see how this part where it says 04? This is really simple. To make a transition, you just drag it over. That's literally it. You just anytime you need to do a transition in Sony Vegas, all you do is you just take whatever clip you have that and just drag it over. And however long you drag it over is however slow it is. So if it's like this, you'll get that. See how it's fading in, fading out? it's like kind of crossfades. MLP does this a lot in their show. And if you want it slower, you do it to that level. See?
Yep.
Can anyone see what I'm doing?
Yes.
Yeah. Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Show
that's-
them wipes, like
Yeah.
irises, and
I'm gonna show. I believe me, I'm showing that. All right. So if you want to put a fancy transition, you drag it
Fancy.
over like that, and then you go to transitions here, and they have a plethora of different stuff you can do. So let's just do let's do something really easy. Let's do a slide. I meant this like this. There we go. Where's the one that pushes?
are you on push? Look like you're on side. Remember, push and slide are two different things.
Oh, that's
Yep.
right. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Yes, this. Okay. So, like, if you're gonna slide something, or if you're gonna push something, you gotta push, and then you drag. You select this, and you drag it down to where the transition is, and you just apply it. You just let go, and then it'll put the video effect, and then you can
You can
I
alter it, change
you
it.
can
and-
alter it, but you don't really need to. And see, it froze.
I think we saw it though. You can try it again.
It's
It-
pushing slowly, yes.
So
there we
many
go.
based on English, but see, I actually like that. I might show you that. but I legitimately like that.
So
but
we won't go into every single transition.
yeah, we're not
but
going to every single transition, but there's multiple ones you can do. There's the iris, which like zooms in or out in a square or a circle. There's the page. There's the page
flip.
heel, which is like, you know, flipping like a book. If you've seen that, they have the what was it? They have dissolve.
Crossfade.
They have cross effect,
Zoom in.
which
yeah.
is basically zooming in or zooming out to stuff. You can see what I'm doing, right?
Yes.
I'm scrolling over and they give
Yeah.
you examples of what it looks like. And you just play around with it. I mean, have fun. If you transitions, you don't want to overdo them, but if you use them in places where you think it fits the music or you think it looks clean, then it can make your video look a lot more polished. Especially like if you just have all ones that are just lined up like this. Sometimes it's better to have them lined up. But if you have one where it's like there might be an interlude of music, or it might fade into something else, or it needs to have some sort of transition to another section of a song, then transitions can be really helpful.
Transitions are great, but like with everything, use them
They're a
sparingly.
fact.
They're
Use
an
them
effect.
sparingly. I have done it before a long time ago, where I made transitions for every single clip, and it looked horrendous. Don't do what I did. I almost want to show them some of that AMV just to show them how bad it is. Almost.
All right.
But honestly,
I'm
no.
gonna finish this up with talking about the different genres.
So I'm gonna.
So
Yeah.
if you could
There we
stop
go.
screen sharing.
I'm off.
Okay. Thank you.
Is that
All
helpful?
right.
Thank
Yes.
you very much.
So like we said, we were gonna show you 3 different genres. What is it? Action, feel good, drama. So, and for each one, I chose a different cartoon that I like that's different so that it's not just MLP related. So this is Steven Universe with the song
Mhm.
Rise. And I don't know. Let's see if you can see. It's got a lot of scenes together because it's an action. So I just have clip after clip, clip.
Oh man, I wish they could see that one.
I know, right? I'm trying to find the one where it goes snap, 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 snap. So
I
the cool
totally
thing
wish
about
they could see your video of that. So freaking good.
this might be it actually. which I think it repeats, but whatever. See, it's very fast paced, one clip after the other. So for action PMVs, AMVs, etc., the songs usually have a lot of beats from drums, a lot of percussion in action. So you want to match the music. It works really great. And I'm not going to get into all the fancy stuff with shapes and typography and stuff. Mostly because I don't know most of that stuff, but also it's just really hard to explain. But that's what you can do with action. Just a lot of similar clips together, a lot of different ones, make it fast. This is where transitions and effects are your friend. They love action AMVs. They love them.
I find transition works best in two things: either really slow songs, or like love songs or romance songs, and what is it? Oh yeah, sometimes when it like interludes from the verse to the chorus is also where it usually works.
Oh, no.
Also, Eldonde, if you have anything to add or say,
Bradley, you're off.
Yeah, I realized that. Hold on. There it is. I don't know if anybody saw, because I don't remember if I was sharing with everybody.
I'm on the live. I'm looking at the live stream. You people saw.
They did? Okay, sweet. Thank you. Okay, so anyway, this is DuckTales, which I did for Feel Good. This is the song High Adventure from Aladdin the Musical. And for that, it's pretty much what it is. The clips aren't super fast and not a lot of them. It's just like normal. It's normal, very normal. This one is a very talk-singy AMV, so it's just a lot of normal paced, normal clips, mainly. Feel Good, you can do anything. That's basically my rule. I think Feel Good, you can honestly do anything. You're just making a really fun AMV. Lip syncing in Feel Good is pretty easy because the characters talk normal, most of them. One thing about DuckTales with the comparison to MLP, you don't need to usually speed up their lip syncing because they talk pretty fast. But DuckTales talks extremely slow in their shows, even though the characters, it doesn't sound like they're talking slow. Their beak movements are slow.
The hilarious thing is MLP, you often need to slow down the lip syncing. DuckTales, you need to speed up the lip syncing.
You need to speed up. I usually go to 1.20 for DuckTales AMVs to get them to talk normal. And then I already showed MLP.
It
but drama is fun. Drama
MLP can be 0.90 to 0.70 to whatever.
Drama is very... there's that. Drama is very slow. You want to slow down the lip syncing. You want slower scenes. You also... The clips you use, it's kind of like... similar if you're thinking animation, even though you can't recreate what you want and you are limited to what you have, you'd be surprised in what you can work with. So what is it called? Establishing shots are really great in drama PMVs. See this nice, beautiful hallway with just a single character in there. That's nice. Those kind of scenes are great. They show the environment. They help with the music. This is good for drama. Feel Good is usually close-ups, and then action is like
fast-paced.
Yeah, just
a lot of fast-paced
random clips, just all together. That's
the one I was showing you with transitions was action. Very much action, I think.
When You're Gone is my most popular dramatic AMV/PMV on this channel to date. And in that one, I have a lot of different effects. But I put them into a pattern and I deal with them. And one of the things I do that you should use sparingly, but it really helps. If you want to create a dramatic impact or emotional impact, color is your friend. You know, bright colors mean things are happy and go lucky. Dark colors means things are grim and creepy or depressing. So something I do a lot
brightness.
yes, change your brightness. If you change your look at that. It
Or
And the black
color
and
grading,
white.
right?
already got sad.
Brightness and whatever you call this, graying. Yeah.
Gray. Also put in like a
It's called
border.
color grading? Okay.
Put in a black
It's like
border
color grading. Yeah.
around your thing will do it too. It'll make it look, for example, if I go to video border, is that it? And I feather it so that it's very light. Like that. Nope, that's not what I want.
No. I know what you want. You want the border effect.
Thank
It's not cookie cutter.
Okay.
Get rid of cookie cutter. That's a completely different thing.
You're right. And it isn't the cookie cutter.
You
Right.
want the border effect. The Sony border. That's it.
Soft edge. That's it.
That's it. Mhm.
You're right. So if you did something like this, now it's got a lot more touch to it. It's a memory or a dream or a nightmare or something. So there's a lot of little techniques you can do. Drama is my favorite to work with.
Just the biggest thing I could say to you is use effects sparingly. Do not cram them in, do not force them in, and do not try to shove your video with a ton of effects because it looks horrible.
A lot of people make the mistake that if they use
Everyone makes that mistake.
Okay, everyone makes the mistake that if they use a lot of effects, it'll make their video better. It'll make their video good and people want it. Because if they use too little, it's going to look too amateur. I can promise you this is not the case. Very amateur video editors, they do that all the time with their movies. I was in a video class and people were using all these crazy effects. My professor went and is like, tell me about the last movie you saw in theaters, okay? What was the effect they used? And they're like, well, they used fade in and fade out. And they were like, yes.
Fade in and fade out.
Fade in and fade out. That's all you need. So be careful. This stuff is fun. And as AMV makers, we can kind of blur the lines that Hollywood editors don't get to do. But, you know, if you push too much, it's going to make your video very, what's the word? Convoluted.
It's going to make it hard to watch and it's going to make it ugly.
It's not going to work. And that goes with everything.
That's true. The only kinds of videos I've seen that have a lot of effects but kind of work is animation memes, and they are insane. And the effects actually help because of the insanity. But when it comes to AMVs, you have a story to tell. It's different from just matching to the music. You have something to say.
I'd also say like typography is another one where you can use a lot of effects and it doesn't really hurt it.
That's true.
But if you're doing clip-based like us, no. Absolutely not. Less is more.
So that is pretty much it. Eldonde, do you have anything else you want to add?
Yeah, one more thing is just kind of continuing with transitions, and it's something that I noticed that a lot of people, especially early on, want to kind of, they do it, but then if they avoid this, it will make your videos look a lot better. Here, let me share for an example. What I'm talking about is when you do a transition, you always want to check the end of your clip, and you try it to kind of end naturally. By which I mean, so we got this clip from the Smile song. Are you seeing it? Okay, so like if this is, you know, part, like say it's going to the next part of the song, and in the song when Pinky's being lifted off, if I lift it and then the song kind of ends right, this will look a lot better if you actually heard it. But if I'm looking at my transition and it ends with like a bit of extra movement on the last frame of the clip, it's going to look a lot more distracting if you end it naturally, where you basically try to find the part where there's like no movement, because otherwise it's going to look really distracting. So you try to.
You're right. I've made that mistake before, where it was something with emotion, and then like whenever I want to freeze frame, that's basically just taking a snapshot of what of your thing, so you can extend the scene. But whenever I want to freeze frame, it does the exact same thing. I have to find this part where they're not in motion, and it looks really weird if you don't. So.
And I've even starting to do this occasionally, where I will find an endpoint, and then I will actually, this little green line here, this is the freeze frame, where I will actually end it myself and stop it, just for usually not more than a second, like just a few milliseconds. But it will make all the difference.
Sweet. And with that, I actually
I have a.
We never did freeze frame, did we?
No, that's what I was gonna do. But yeah, Ebony, you said you had something.
I was just gonna have a question. I wanted to mention something about Final Cut Pro, but I also have a question for Vegas users.
Yeah.
I noticed when you were talking about like the color, which is always important. Do you have any color grading options? Because I just noticed you had a black and white filter. Do you do color grading for your PNVs and stuff?
I mean, yeah, there's all sorts of different ones. I don't know if you're looking at mine, but we got, color balance, color corrector, color curves, color match.
Okay,
so many different ones, yeah.
Oh, no, there's lots of them. I just never used them because I don't know how to use them.
I mean, if I go to color corrector and then, let's make it more pink because it's Pinkie Pie.
That's what you do. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm learning too.
Yeah, I was just asking because it's on Final Cut Pro, and I did not see any of you guys mention it.
It's very rare we use those, honestly. That's like more for
Film,
much fancier editors use those.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Absolutely, I don't think I've ever used.
Did we answer the question?
Yeah, we answered the question.
Okay.
And the thing I want to sorry, oh my god, yeah.
No, go on, Ebony.
Yeah.
Okay, the thing I want to mention is it's just really fast. I was talking about libraries, right? Don't worry, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I just realized you guys might be confused on why Final Cut Pro lets you have the option to save it to Final Cut Pro or to just copy from or to just stream it from the source on your program. It's the reason why it does this is because it gives you the option to when it comes to working, because in Final Cut Pro there's actually two options. I don't know if I should share my screen again, but there is two options in Final Cut Pro, which there's a quality box. Actually, can I share my screen? Yeah, I can. Okay, so in Final Cut Pro, if you go up here, there is quality and it's there's better quality and better performance. And in Final Cut Pro, sometimes Final to better performance. And what this means is that while you're editing, your video will be a little blurry, so it's faster and it doesn't have to render and it doesn't lag. If you go to better quality, it's always gonna be the raw video, and that basically always make sure you check better quality before exporting the actual video, because if you save it as better performance, it's going to be the same quality that is blurry and pixelated. Anyway, basically it gives you the option to save it onto Final Cut Pro on the library, that thing that I talked about earlier. So you can basically do these two, but you don't really have to save it to the library, but it's an option. Yeah, I just wanted to share this part because this is actually really important. A lot of people don't know that this options exist, and it's Final Cut Pro does default to this. So if you use Final Cut Pro and you want to save your video, make sure to check better quality, or else when you export it, it's going to be very blurry and pixelated. The end.
So do you want us to tell them how to use freeze frames, or me?
If you want, I can show it really quickly.
Oh, okay.
But yours is, your version is probably a bit different because this is actually this is actually something that is brand new to the last two versions. So yours
we might want to show I was talking to a bridal
Oh.
way, but you're right. You're right. We might if yours is different, we might want to both share our
Since
separate ones.
Eldonde has the newest version, I definitely think he should go first.
Yeah, definitely.
Geo's and I is like a button.
Yeah. So bridal way after Eldonde, do you want you to show how free frame works or me?
Yeah, I can. It's a button. All right, go ahead, Eldonde.
Yeah, and this will be my last thing, so I get going. But anyway, with the newer versions of Vegas, they added it where you can basically right-click the clip and then insert remove envelope, and then you just say freeze frame at cursor. And then what it does is it basically just adds this green line, which is basically the velocity, how fast is the clip, and it just adds that frame to 0. And then if you stretch out that frame, it will be just that frame frozen, as long as you want it like that. So you'll have your clip, which will play, and then freeze.
Yeah, ours is very different than that.
Sweet.
Yeah.
This is ours. I'll do it really quick.
Chat.
There we go. Okay, so for ours, it's very simple. You just go to the one you want. You make sure that everything's disabled beforehand and make sure that this is on best full. It has to be on full resolution when you do this, or what's going to happen is that
it's going to be all blurry. It's going to be bad footage.
And it has nothing to do with the disable or resample. If you have this on auto when you do it, and then you go back into your original file and you put it on full, again, your clip's just going to stay the auto.
You have to keep it on best full too when you render it.
Yep. So we press this, which is a little...
Or your video is going to look blurry.
File saver right there. Save snapshot to file. And then it'll give you it and it'll automatically call it image number something. So you just retitle it what you want. You save. And then it shows up in your doc like that. And
it basically creates its own image file, is what it does in your computer.
This is good if you want to close mouths, like in DuckTales. If they never close their mouth, you got to close it for them. Or if you want to have stop the thing, or for fade outs. If you want a character to stop moving for a short period of time, freeze frames are good. It's also good if you wanted to use it for effect.
But do not use it when they're really heavily in motion. Like, don't do it like when someone's running and then they stop. Don't freeze frame after that, because that was weird.
Yeah, it's actually the nice thing about MLP in that a lot of times they'll actually naturally do that they will freeze on things.
They will.
Yeah.
But other shows they won't. So.
Okay. Sweet. Let's see. I think that's it, right? There was nothing else I wanted to say.
Do we want to tell them how to render? I think that's pretty easy. I mean, just...
Yeah, you're right. All right, final thing.
Really, final thing.
We know this has been gone for a long time.
Yeah. I
appreciate everyone that stayed with us. Thank you guys so much. And for all the donations, thank you. So to render is very easy. Let's see, where is it? Okay.
Rendering just means basically downloading the video so all the clips are together. If
you don't render it, you're not going to be able to actually move it to YouTube. You can't just take
it. You can't move it to YouTube without rendering it. And rendering takes a long time sometimes.
Well, it depends. It depends how fast your RAM is, and that's a whole other story. If you use Windows Movie Maker, congratulations! Your rendering will take less than 20 minits. If you use Vegas, 2 hours. And if you're using Adobe, forget it.
Congratulations! If you're using Vegas, congratulations! A 2-minute song will take 15 minutes to render.
So what do you do to render?
If you use Windows Movie Maker, congratulations! A 2-minute song will take like 3 minutes to render.
Gio, what'd you do? I'm shared with everybody, right? Okay, cool. what you do is you go to project.
Mhm.
When your video is completely, you want to highlight the section you have. So I'm just going to do this small section. And then you go to render as. This is the same thing as exporting. If you know what that is, it's the exact same thing. So it is. It's just a different name for it. So
Yeah.
you pick the file you want. We'll go there. And then you name it. And then down here, you have all of these. You don't have to worry about most of these. What I like to do is I like to go with Internet 1920 1080 30p. This is the highest resolution for internet. I know that YouTube now has 60 frames and 40, and so it can do a lot of really high resolution, but those take forever to download and they will destroy your computer if you do them too much, unless you have a really good computer. So this is good. This gives you a nice, good 1920 1080 quality, which is typical on the internet, and you render it. And then it's going to download your thing, and when it's done, you'll be able to open it, and you'll have your download there. And that's
See,
basically
that
how it
little
works.
thing just took already more than 3 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the unfortunate thing about Vegas is it takes a long time to render. But I don't remember. Oh, it was for that song I did. The cover of Christmas cover with Summer Sweet Song or whatever. I made the snow in After Effects, and then I downloaded the snow as a separate layer, and it took forever, like 3 hours just to download that snow. So Vegas is annoying, but it's not After Effects. All right. Eldonde's laughing because he uses After Effects all the time. And that is it. And so, Ebony, you think we can show that animatic everyone's been wanting?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. Okay, so I already typed it out. I already typed it in the chat, but basically, I won't be able to hear you guys because I have to mute this Hangouts. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna set it up now. And
No problem.
in like maybe like 5 seconds.
We'll put our microphones off so we don't make any sound.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Anyway,
Everybody
yeah.
mute their microphone. If I have
Everyone mute
problems,
their
Ebony,
microphones.
I will message
Okay.
you.
All right, and when I unmute my microphone, that means it's safe for you guys to unmute it. Okay.
We still haven't seen that VIFAC trailer, right? Guess I'll
VIFAC
have-
trailer?
Yeah, we didn't.
No, we did not. It's in the description. If we want to show it at the end, we can.
Right. All right.
But I did link it. If you're curious.
I just heard it.
Yeah,
just
I heard it too.
something.
Being in the same position seems like yeah.
There we go. I heard it.
You got it. Okay, awesome. All right,
The more
everyone.
I'd begun to realize.
It's because you're on mute. Sweet. Everybody, this is the animatic from episode 4. We sorry it's taken this long to get it, but here you go. We are very excited about this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go.
I've been in the same position, seems like yesterday. I knew it wouldn't be long before she'd up and gone away. She ain't a little filly no more, I'd begun to realize. So I stood there crying at the door as she waved her last goodbyes. Whether family or parent, letting go is never easy when you think of all the things that y'all been through. But the pain will heal in time, and I swear that they'll be fine. Just remember that they've got a piece of you. And thinking of her smiling face always puts me in a better place. I know that I've done everything I could for her. So when your heart's dripping with grief, close your eyes and just believe they'll make it through. But it also has its benefits when you get to see all to let go. Before long, they'll be on their way back home. Please come. Please come home. Please come home.
All right. So there you go. It froze a little bit, but that's okay.
Wow.
It glitched a lot.
Yeah. But overall, I'm really impressed.
Thank you.
I'm really impressed by it.
Thank you. Ebony plays Rainbow Dash. Disney Fanatic 2364 is singing for Applejack. Fluttershy is being played by Elsie Pegasister. Who am I forgetting? Pinky will be played by All Purpose Flower. And I am singing for Rarity. And our art is drawn by, this amazing animatic is drawn by Raylan, who came aboard episode 4 for this song. So, and Skull, of course, made the music. So we are very excited to show you guys this in episode 4. And there you are.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh, I think we're all exhausted.
We all just gotta wait until the episode comes out.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Also, I noticed that the song isn't complete, right?
Nope, it's not complete.
Okay.
Yes, we're going to put in more singers. So that was an incomplete version, and the animatic isn't complete either. So
Yeah, because I noticed the harmonies were my normal voice. I'm like, oh, okay.
No, that's actually a reprise of a song in the episode.
Yeah.
So it's not the only song in the episode. I got. So is it the only? Actually, I don't even know.
No,
I don't know
only.
if there's another song or not, or if it's just that in the reprise.
no, Fizzy Dizzy is smirking.
Yeah.
That's because Fizzy Dizzy made an animatic for another song in the episode. And this is technically we have 3 songs in episode 4.
3 songs.
3 songs. It's going to be a fun ride. I am really psyched for all of you to see it.
Is the first part of this song considered the second song?
Yes.
Because I know Rarity talks. Yeah, okay.
Yes. Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
It was originally a whole one, but I decided to put a cutscene in between. So it technically became a reprise after that. Oh. I think
no, what's
my
happening?
sister. I think that's my sister.
Okay.
Okay. Someone donated $69. Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Really?
Wow.
That's amazing.
How'd you find that out?
I got notified. I've been checking my PayPal throughout this.
Oh my goodness. That's so cool.
You guys are amazing.
Wait, what did you say 69?
Yes.
Crap,
Or
don't.
Yeah, I knew someone was gonna mention that. That had to be intentional.
I'm not gonna make it 50. I have to do the joke. It has to be 69. I mean 70.
Oh,
All
crap.
right.
Thank you, Sania.
Yes, thank
I
you
hope I pronounced
everyone
your name right.
for joining us. That is the end of our stream. We hope you enjoyed it. And we're all going to bed now. Or to eat. Or something.
Or to eat
starving, and
breakfast.
I'm pretty sure my dad made dinner, so
I hope that we can do another stream together, but with more of the cast.
I really do too. This was so much fun.
this was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, it
All right.
was.
Bye,
Oh, you guys
everyone.
should do one with like all the main 6.
Yeah. Yes, we
Can I
should.
Finally.
I'm
Or
down
all the
for that.
singers. I'm not sure. Yeah.
All right. Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining.
Thank you for
Bye,
joining.
everyone.
But
Thank you.
bye.